Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a little evening special for all of you. We're gonna do a Paladin speedrun today, trying to rush as fast from 1 to 60 into Torment for maybe 3 hours. Yeah, like, it should be doable. So, Mrs. Paladin, let's see what we can have for... Yep. For some reason, that's what all my characters end up with. And the name of the Paladin is the best name ever. Good. We begin in normal. You could probably, as a Paladin, instantly jump into Penitent, but I have a way of doing things, so... Let's get things done normally. We got our planner open on the side with the build that we're gonna do. It's gonna be Blessed Shield shenanigans. Let's turn the sound a bit up so people don't complain that everything is so low. Hello, Mr. Svel, good to see you there. Graggle also, howdy. Pleasure to have you both with us. We're gonna begin with a hammer, but the hammer is piercing this time. And with a shield, but the shield is detonating judgment for the time being. We get the fanatism aura, which actually does heal us. Yep. Together with the other skill that we have holy light. With phantasm aura, we had holy light. Yeah. Phantasm aura, we had holy light. And then we did put another point into Falling Star. Falling Star needs to be the travel skill. That needs to be the throwing skill. That's 2. That's 1. That's good. You're only seeing part of my screen on YouTube. Well, but that's because you're in the vertical stream, sir.
Are you certain?
You know, where like it's in the shorts feed. You're not in the horizontal stream where you see the full picture. Easiest level up in the world.
The shrine attracts them.
Oop. I'm still sad they don't give you like more to slaughter here, because this could easily like be 3, 4, 5 levels, right? They pretty much just give you 1 level to work with. I feel like they could have been a bit more generous. Okay, we got 2 more points. That one goes into Rally. And then we get like all the skill points we need for the build so far. Oh, and we're instantly in gear. Cool, actually here right away in the Helltide. Intriguing. Like to see that. What you now, PBX? Good to see you there, brother. Luke is also pleasure. So we're gonna be getting that Paladin here to 60 very quick. And right now in the current season, the path to power is faster than ever. And with our Necro, we took like 230. But I think the Paladin can go even faster. We'll have to see. We do that. Oh, before we do something stupid, let's quickly travel to the den. Hold your horses, chat. We don't want to do the standard mistake of not taking our mercenaries. And most importantly, not taking our pet. We get the goodest boy. And should we probably equip the, where is it, Praetorian armor? Hey, mein Schatz, hast du es gerade zurückgeschafft? Na, wie war's? Ach so, eine neue Hand hast du bekommen. Super. War nicht zu lange, aber müde jetzt, oder? Wir haben dich auch vermisst. Jutsu bitte. Danke.
I will handle it.
Tiny Hoff has returned. She's been at a birthday for 5 hours now. And obviously we're worried she'll never return. I went from D4 to P and have been hooked on it. Not played D4 since season 7. You should come back because this is the last season Diablo will be this way. Since obviously with the next season, the game will massively change and be completely different. So it's kind of like the interesting part about like how this season is going to impact the game. It's really the last time you can play Diablo in this way. And then Diablo will be a complete different game again, with a new level cap, with like new ways how things are done. So it's kind of interesting to look at it that way. A bloody tunic, you say? Cannot use the claymore because the claymore is not going to work. How's your weekend? We just spend time with a friend's kid the whole day. So it was like, I'm not used to tiny children anymore. You know, mine are now 5 and 6, and we had like a 3-year-old here all day long. It's different. It's different. So I'm more tired than I should be probably. But hey, it's only once, so we'll survive. Okay, we get the heal now. So what we can do is we can use the rally to pretty much consume our life and get ourselves upgrades. Okay, let's summon. Mr. Dapper Sam, thank you for raiding your community over. That's very kind of you. Full mana. Hope you all had a splendid Saturday as well so far. They nerfed how much life the rally takes. It used to take like a minuscule amount of life, but now rally's actually taking like tons of life. It's interesting. I haven't seen that so far. A new shield. See, that's what we're looking for. If I get a new shield, that's gonna make me stronger. Oh shit. Someone summoned this and it wasn't me. Someone please take care of this guy. Because I am wholly innocent, right? Not sure how you want to kill the Hell Maiden when you're not even able to kill that guy. Too many like high-level dudes around. Okay, easy peasy. Look at that. So we're in now for 7 minutes, and we're already level 10. That's pretty good. We get all these points in. That's nice. The next points are gonna go into the hammer to make that one stronger. I did not get the slaughter at the shrine done because it says there's slaughter at the shrine here, but there is no slaughter shrine here. Am I blind? Well, let's spend our resources on chests, I reckon. You're gonna make some other build, or are gonna go for the one on your video, Miko? This is going to be the Blessed Shield of Retribution build. However, it's obviously going to be the build in the new reality of things. So obviously Godslayer armor introduced with a wild bolt aspect. We're gonna go for the bloodied items and all that kind of stuff and see how different it actually feels to what it is right now, because it is different when you finally have like all the pieces together and can play with all the pieces together, right? It is not the same. It's still like a very, very different feeling build, despite obviously being similar. Now, obviously, I'd love to do a different Paladin build, but there's just no different Paladin build that's really worth it to do. Like, as sad as that might sound, but the reason we're doing Blessed Shield of Retribution is because it is the fun build to play. I mean, sure, you could go for something else, but you would pretty much just go for something else to go for something else, right? So you wouldn't go for something else because it would make... Thank you. Because it would make sense. You would just do it for doing it. You know? And that's usually doesn't lead to good builds. Just leads to some sadness. We're gonna play with Paladin. You need to pre-order the expansion, but there's also a trial currently where you don't actually have to do that. So if you want to play the Paladin, you could just do that for free in the current state of the game until level 25, and then you get to stop playing the Paladin again. But yeah, until level 25 it would be possible. You know, it'd be really cool if you could get like an amulet that gives you already more or a ring that gives you already more XP per kill streak. That'd be insane, dude. I'm like picking up these white items here because they're obviously better than what we have. Oh, ring. Okay. This is an insane start so far. Oh, wow. He wants to do it again. I mean, this is probably the best start I've ever had with a single character, if I'm honest with you. Considering what we have done so far. I mean, I have enough cinder to open up, like, how many boxes? We're just going to be, like, in no time. I changed Crown to Ear, and the damage seems even worse. Ear of Perdition is better than Godslayer. However, Godslayer just makes your life so much more convenient that it's really worth a thought to actually play it. I know it sounds crazy to be like, hey, I'm just intentionally going to use the worst item, but it makes sense in the grand scheme of things. Because the pull together is just legendary, right? Having everyone just sit inside of you is insane, especially with the range that the pull together has. It's completely legal. There's something to really not underestimate. We're doing like significant damage for just not having anything like that. Ooh. Okay, I finally need to hand in like some stuff. We're already at tier 7, Chad. Tier 7 reputation. That's nuts. Okay, core skills do more damage. Let's try to go for more chests. You know what? Going for chests here is like bad. So I'm going to go actually for chests in the upper region because they're just easier to reach. Right, down here, the chests are so stupid. So the Air of Perdition was always the one item everyone took. Because Air of Perdition was undoubtedly like just super good. But honestly, like the only thing that Air of Perdition now has over the other stuff is the bonus lucky hit chance and the bonus crit chance that you're getting, right? The core skill ranks are neglectable to a degree. Ah, shit, I need one more chest for the whisper. Be stupid to not get it. Where's your plant build located? In the description of the YouTube video, you find a link called Paladin Hub. And that's pretty much this build here. However, we are going to fine-tune things due to the new reality of like how some of the bloodied items and stuff work. So we'll have to make sure that it all cohesively fits together. So there might be some menisco changes, especially to the Paragon boards that we'll have to see down the line. Okay, level 15 already. Slaughterhouse. I don't actually need to do a slaughterhouse. That's a good thing. Because I don't want to do a slaughterhouse, you know? Yes, slaughterhouses have turned out to be unfathomable bad. Are you still going to try and Bone Spear this season? Nope. I would not recommend that. I mean, Bone Spear used to work, but then they nerfed the aspect again.
It is done.
So there was an aspect that made Bone Spear good, and then they nerfed it again. For no reason. It was like, yay, and then nay. Okay, movement speed boots. Things are looking honestly good right now. We're cooking, chat. Okay, I'm gonna teleport to this region and then run upwards. Coffee, by the way. With brown sugar. I don't know if you've tried coffee with brown sugar, chat, but it's a lead. Surprisingly more tasty than using white sugar. Ooh. These things here need to be taken, right? This is a guaranteed high kill streak. This is a guaranteed free level. Best part is that I can heal with my Phantasm Aura, so I'm like never really in danger of anything. Okay, I feel like someone's like fighting the Blood Maiden and is not doing a good job at it. Look at that. Guaranteed 250 kill streak. I'd like to bring this up to 500, but I don't think we can do that. Sadly. Okay, someone is like really struggling against the boss alone. What, do we have like a bunch of level 7s or what's happening here? So there's a level 35 and you can't get it killed. I mean, you're like trying for 5 minutes already here. But what is this? Oh, like it. Test of futility. Okay, we deal holy fire damage. Yeah. We do a lot of holy damage, so that's fine. A Tarja. Sehr good, sehr good. I want to buy blooded items. They all just bad. Unlucky, sir. You should start buying blooded items as soon as you're in the Torment tiers. Because as soon as you're in the Torment tiers, you're guaranteed to get greater affix items at some point. And you're also getting tons of uniques. So if you are a bit patient and really postpone the buying to the time when you're in the Torment tiers, you are going to inevitably get great outcomes. I mean, most of my greater affixed items are just from the fresh meat gamble. And I have 14,000 fresh meat, so it's super easy to get tons of fresh meat. It's really worth the wait. Where's the best place to farm Opticite? Very simple. You get Nightmare Dungeon sigils and you go for Horadric Strong Rooms. That's 800 Opticite per Strong Room on Torment 4. That's the easiest way to get Opticite. All other ways to get Opticites are borked, shit, and not worth the consideration and a complete waste of your time. I wish it was different. I wish I had better news, but there's literally only one single way. And it sucks. Yeah, like, I wouldn't do it on tier 3 or something. I mean, you can get tier 4 without upgrading a single item, my friend. So it is possible. I did it. Level 18, you say? Don't mind if I do. This is going so well. When do I need to place my codex on my chestplate? For example, I'm level 38. You like, honestly, during leveling, you don't really worry about any aspects. Let's say you get a good offensive aspect, like your judgment skills do double damage. Then you're going to put that on an amulet, ring, or on gloves, and then keep those gloves for a while. However, the other aspects, you're really not going to bother much with. It is not worth it, the effort, because you're just exchanging items too fast. And usually, like, the defensive aspects are just simply not needed, right? Like, using any defensive aspect is just a waste of your resources. While using the offensive aspects pretty much just makes you faster at clearing and are actually worth it, right? I mean, ask yourself the question, what would you rather have, like faster clearing speed or just some better defense here? I mean, with faster clearing speed just simply comes the no need for defense because you're just blasting everything, right? Do I need to do the capstone dungeons on a new character? I never asked myself that. Probably not. Save me that pain. That's area task you got upside. Nightmare dungeons. Nightmare dungeons with strong rooms. So you need to craft Nightmare Dungeon sigils until it says Horadric Strong Rooms. There's also Treasure Breach Nightmare Dungeons, and that's what you're looking for too. So pretty much craft as many Nightmare sigils as you can. You keep everything that says Strong Room, the rest you just repurpose. And then you're happy. Look at that. 1 Helltide. So this character is now 20 minutes old, right? 1 Helltide level 19. And we're just keep going. That's the crazy part. Would be good to fill out some whispers, I guess. The best Paladin build this season, Blessed Shield of Retribution. Why? Because they finally fixed how well the thorns are calculating on it, and it truly leads to some obnoxious amounts of damage. So if you can get pans, for example, with a greater affix in thorns, that's insane. Obviously in bloodied, obviously with bonus stats and so on. And then you're just cooking. If the new season just started, are we not getting a season in April? We are getting a season in April. It's going to be a complete new season. This one is a short one. It's only 48 days long. So this is literally a fun season to have fun with in the old Diablo, because Diablo will change. Diablo will never be the same again. I know it's like you might have heard this many times, but Diablo 4 will never be the same again. For real. Because the game's changing. Oh, hello, Hobbelin. Do I get obols and a bag of obols this early in the game? Don't mind if I do, Chan. When that brings me up to 1,400 obols, that's a guaranteed shield when I get to the end game. I see lack of whisper dungeons this season. No, there's always a whisper dungeon up. I mean, usually when I open my page, I always have like 1 or 2 dungeons of the thingies that are whispers, so really don't have an issue with that. Crit damage or damage? I'm like just trying to think about what damage would be like the most worth it here. We could upgrade the Fanatism Aura, but that's just not needed. We have this fully upgraded. We could do armor block up and blocking. Oh, yeah, we could do armor block up and blocking grants bonus damage, because we're probably blocking in between, so we get more damage when we fight a boss. Okay, I got 45, so I'm finally out of things, and I'm free, Chad. I can leave this hell. I can go somewhere else. I don't have to continue doing this. I can finally do the PvP area for the quest. Should I always do my butcher dungeons? No. So which butcher dungeons are we talking about? Slaughterhouses are useless. You only go into a slaughterhouse 6 times for your seasonal rank, and that's it. Then you forget about the slaughterhouse, that it even exists, okay? Afterwards, after you forget that the slaughterhouse exists, the bloody dungeons, you also don't want to go in. The bloody dungeons are only worth it, the normal bloody nightmare dungeons, when they say Horadric Strong Room. And I don't think that's actually possible, because I've gotten so many now, and I've not a single time gotten a bloody nightmare dungeon with a Horadric Strong Room. So I do not believe that is actually possible. Therefore, I have not been to bloody nightmare dungeons. It's not worth it. They don't give you any obols anyways. And that was the only reason for nightmare dungeons, to get obols, to be honest. So if we're not getting obols, and we're not getting any cool, meaningful things, then why would we even bother to go in there? The answer is we wouldn't, because there's really no damn reason to go. I know it sounds harsh, but it is what it is. You have with a strong room? Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I have literally seen hundreds of them right now, and I've not gotten a single bloody dungeon as a strong room. So if you get a bloody dungeon as a strong room, that's good. Bloody Compass is good. Bloody Compass is good. We're talking just nightmare dungeons. The bloodied Infernal hordes are insane. As soon as you are able to do them in Torment 2 and Torment 3, even Torment 4, you should do that, because the XP gain is there. But honestly, I leveled from Paragon 150 to 220, 70 Paragon points in like 2 hours, only with Infernal hordes on Torment 2. Yeah, you heard right. That's it. It was crazy, and I'm very happy. What's the best method to power level in your character? I'm level 60, and my friend just got the game. Is it still the pit? It's probably still the pit, yes. If you really want to power level a character, I mean, which I don't think is you should ever do, because it's kind of like, and it takes 2 hours to level a character. We're in for 25 minutes. I'm level 22. I mean, obviously it's my second character, so I have a little bit of a head start. Still, though, I wouldn't be much slower if this was my first character. What do you think about using a shielding golem, man? So you're going to lose damage. Lolid, you're going to lose an aspect. So on a shield, you can only put a defensive aspect, and therefore with a shield, you're going to be losing out on a 50% damage multiplier. And a 50% damage multiplier is a lot if I'm doing like 60, 70 billion damage. And I could get 50% more. Especially since it is a multiplier. So what do you think about using a shield? Nothing. It's not a good idea. Now, obviously, like, if you have enough damage, and if you want to feel safer, and if you want to farm the Infernal hordes, and if you want to farm the, if you want to farm like a Pit 100, for example, and you don't actually, like, you don't want to go higher, then the shield would actually make sense, right? So, like, if you're good with your damage, because you have a lot of damage, you have the other pieces in high roll, then it makes sense. It's pointless at this point. No, I don't think that leveling is pointless, because leveling is super fun. I love the leveling. The leveling gives me a nice little power fantasy. It has me go through the things. It has me still use the skills, understand the skills, put the skill points in. If you would just launch into the end game and would get all the skill points, people would just suck at learning the ins and outs of the skill points. People would generally suck at it. Honestly, I'm probably better off just going for Coat in Arms, because it's an instant 50% multiplier, while the Judgment needs to stack up. What I need to unlock my first character, so Timo, you need to do the seasonal rank, because the seasonal rank gives you all the bonuses, skill points, paragon points, that kind of stuff. So you really want to do that. That's what I would focus on now, especially that you reach level 60, because there's so much for free, like that's actually right straight character power. Obviously, if you open all these stashes here up in Torment 1, then you're going to get a lot of cool stuff out of it, most likely. Obviously, you need to do the capstone dungeons as well. There's something that's mandatory, right? The Helltide is up for another 14 minutes. I mean, we could just farm some Helltide some more and then do like 1 or 2 other stuff. Leveling is too fast, then you slow it down. Yeah, but then it would be terrible again. So the thing is, leveling is a chore in Diablo. Because in Diablo, the game begins when you're max level, right? So in Diablo, the game doesn't begin before max level. Let's take Path of Exile, for example. Path of Exile 2, not Path of Exile 1. So in Path of Exile 1, the game begins with level 1. You already get endgame currency with the early levels. You got to decide if you want to use your early exalted orbs and so on. So you're going to make like meaningful decisions for the journey of the character. And the better you play, the faster you're going to go through, right? But the game begins from level 1 on, and it goes all the way into the endgame. So with Diablo, you could argue that the game really only starts in the endgame. That means that leveling is still a fun thing. Leveling is still a fun power fantasy to have people like just not stumble into the end game and not know what they're going to do, because honestly, people suck. If you would give people level 60 instantly, they would be overwhelmed and die. And just really struggle to make a character. So I feel like I like this, growing and collecting seasonal powers and whatsoever. And then you pretty much begin the game with level 60, more or less. How do we get boss keys? Very simple. You do Helltide. Helltide is the best source for these sigils. You can also open up the reputation caches. So you know that in Gear-Cool, okay, in Gear-Cool, here in this location, you get reputation. And if you get more reputation, like if you finish the reputation tree, okay, and then you get more reputation, then you get caches, and each cache contains a sigil. So that's how it works. I got my first 2 meaty offerings. I'll probably butcher you out a little bit, huh? Why do I still pick up the slaughterhouses, even though I say slaughterhouses are bad? Very simple. I'm planning to just crush them into dust, so I can... craft more of the ones that matter. I forget that this is part of the seasonal quest that I actually have to turn into the butcher, right? Should have been butcher powers like the season before. I'm fine with no powers, so your characters are plenty powerful enough, honestly. I mean, they definitely overtuned the tier 6, tier 7, so in case you missed it, like if you beat the Pit 100, then your sigils turn from blood-stained to blood-soaked. But that is currently completely overtuned. For example, my Necromancer, who can do Pit 110, cannot do a single blood-soaked sigil. It's just right away impossible. It's too hard. Enemies are too difficult. There's too much scaling. I would have to deal trillions of damage to beat it. Just get 9 bloody caches. Yes, 9 bloody caches are going to contain 9 boss layer sigils. I'm gonna get invaded in a second. Oh, killstreak gives more reputation. Yabba dabba doo. Okay, someone went here for another butcher chat. That's great. A Tull rune. Don't need that. It doesn't make a difference in which world tier you open the cache in. It shouldn't matter for the bloody caches because they are hard-coded for endgame, but I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it definitely doesn't matter if you open them in tier 1 or Torment 4. I don't know like what happens if you open them pre-Torment tier. It shouldn't have a single influential role, but you never know. Those are cooked up for. The fresh meat chaining is so cool when we do this with multiple characters. I just made Arden yesterday, already 150 Paragon. Kyle, did you try out the Infernal hordes, the bloodied ones? Do them in Torment 1 first and see if you can kill the Relentless Butcher. I'm gonna fly through the Paragon points like there's no tomorrow. Bloody Infernal hordes are probably the coolest thing. Because you actually need to be good to do it, right? So, like, the fun part about the Bloody Infernal hordes is they are actually difficult, as they should be. Okay, we get this one up. That's good. I wanted to... I'll take the damage versus vulnerable. I mean, I make enemies easily vulnerable, so it's worth it. $600 kill streak, you say, ladies and gentlemen? Where do I need to go afterwards in this direction? Oh, come on, more enemies. No. That would have been so good. Imagine me getting just not another taste of this. Ah, that would have been so fantastic. A Qua rune, you say? Game feels different since Season 12 dropped. Yes, and it will feel even more different with Season 13. I mean, Season 13 is going to be a whole different game. Like, we get 12 Paragon, 12 Torment tiers in Season 12 and Season 13. 12! John, this is going to be a complete different game. Not even remotely the same anymore. Not even remotely the same. The 12 is going to be hardcore, I bet. Well, supposedly, tier 12 is only going to lift up your whole world to be tier 12 difficult. So, like, what you have to assume is that you'll go into the Infernal hordes, okay? And the Infernal hordes are going to be, like, pit tier 100. Does that make sense to you? So like that's the idea behind the Torment tiers. Not to make everything impossible. The idea is to make the overworld in line with what you can do in the pit. Which is, I think, a good thing, because at some point I'll be so strong that everything is just a one-hit. So being able to then make the content somewhat harder, to introduce somewhat of a more challenge, is, I think, in my eyes, interesting. Okay, we cleared this all out. Second question, will you come back to Warzone? Never. Warzone is officially dead for me, personally. Okay, what runes do we have? We got mobility skill into movement speed. I mean, not really bad, not really good. What we can do here right now, after we have to wait for the Helltide to come back, we're gonna knock out the... What is it called again? Strongholds. Is there a Paladin build that is a bit more active? The ones I looked up look passive with a kind of simulator. Lolly, this is the most active Paladin build. So this is the Thorns Shield build, where you're going to be throwing the Thorns Shield to have it explode. This is not Aura Paladin. The reason we're not playing Aura Paladin is because I would rather watch paint dry than play a build where I don't have to input anymore. I know some people want this kind of gameplay, like, oh, everything happens automatic. I can, I don't know, twiddle my wiener while I play the game. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? But just I prefer having to use my inputs, you know? And that's just simply a choice on my side. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to play a twiddle the wiener build. And especially, let's say you have RSI, right? Your arms hurt when you click too many buttons, which I have personally. It would make sense to play builds like that, where you just say, you know what? I don't actually want to press skills. How long will it take to get maxed out from 0? Well, so this is a new character, sir. We're 37 minutes in. We're already level 26. I'm planning to be 60 before we hit the 2-hour mark. And right now, to get to Torment 4, the hardest difficulty tier, technically, and to beat the season rank, to get all the permanent rewards, pretty much, for your account, around 10 hours this season. Depending on how smart you are. Is this build referred to as the Captain America build? I mean, some people call it that, but for me, it's Retribution Paladin, sir. I mean, they're functionally different builds, so yes, both are using the Blessed Shield of Retribution, but they just are juiced different. You know? Also, if you think about it, Captain America has a bouncing shield, so throwing a Shield of Thorns forward that explodes doesn't really fit the theme, right? Not smart. I mean, you can definitely get to the end game and through the leveling. I think the average player still takes around 4 to 5 hours through the leveling, but not much more. Because even if you're completely incompetent, there's not much you can be that incompetent at. Okay. I know, don't underestimate my incompetence, but it's really hard to just muck it up that hard in Diablo. It's really hard to not just level quick. You'd have to just stand around and not do anything, right? My skill tree here pulled up. Probably the only way how you could really not get shit done. Just stand around, twiddle your thumbs. The old Captain America build is dumpster with the changes to Castle. No, Castle changes do not influence the shield build side. Because I have a version of this on the Eternal Realm because I wanted to test it out with a nerfed Castle, and I'm still doing billions without a problem. On average gear. Helltides are great for leveling. Helltides are insane for leveling. When you should spend enough time in Helltides to open up some chests of mysteries, to get the whispers done, but also don't overstay because there are other things you can do. Like as you can see here right now, finishing these strongholds will always grant me a level. So that's like, and they're just really simple to do. Obviously, there are some strongholds that are obnoxiously long. So doing these might not be advised because who wants to do an obnoxiously long stronghold? You can do also shorter, quicker strongholds. Start doing strongholds around 50. I like to do them earlier because they give more XP there. I mean, they don't give more XP, but it's just that one stronghold finisher will give you a level and a half sometimes. While it's at level 50, you're not getting that. Because you're just 50, you just require too much XP per level. You could probably swap over to hard difficulty at this point. I do that with the next stronghold opening. With the next Helltide. I kind of like to have my rune before I do that. You know? Poor guy. Poor guy. Got his A's beaten. See, that was the easiest level up in the history of level ups. The old bouncing Blessed Shield, but oh yeah, definitely. The bouncing Blessed Shield build is heavily nerfed because Judgment suffers. So Judgment was only good, the actual skill Judgment, right? Because it was multiplying so hard up. Mr. Bacon, you need to look at your golem damage outside of town. Okay, Bacon. Go outside of town and then look at your golem damage. Because inside of town, you only see the low percentage that actually doesn't multiply up properly. Why hammer instead of clash for leveling, King? So for leveling, the hammer has one purpose. It makes things vulnerable. And since it makes things vulnerable, I can use my falling star more often. Because you throw the hammer, makes vulnerable or kills right away, and then it cooldowns the falling star. Because when you kill vulnerable enemies, it cooldowns that. And then you can just move further through the area. Also, making things vulnerable gives you another damage multiplier. So generally speaking, worth it. And since we're leveling with Judgment, because Judgment is still good enough for leveling, just not good enough for Torment pushing, right? But for leveling, Judgment is just better. Because right now, I would not want to use the Blessed Shield of Retribution. Because for leveling, the Blessed Shield of Retribution is actually mighty slow. Because you get like this shield that doesn't bounce, and you always have to be inside extremely close to the enemy. And that kind of gets super, super annoying. That's where I personally prefer bouncy shields. I just need to find a Lum rune and then we're happy. We change in that game. Yes, I mean, like we are going to change to the Thorn Shield in the end game. That is the plan from the beginning. It's just not good for I mean, I personally dislike it for leveling. When I say it's not good for leveling, I just dislike the gameplay of the Thorn Shield for leveling because you're missing the Godslayer crown to pull things together. That's kind of sad. And again, Judgment is just good enough for this. Another level up. We're just going so fast through the level. Okay, we're waiting for a Helltide to be up so I can teleport back to Karagar. Why are you leveling on normal and not on expert or penitent? Because it's actually not faster on expert or penitent, and that's a fact. I've now leveled so many times, my friend. And the only jump that's worth it is to hard at level 35, 30 to 35. That jump is definitely worth it. And then the jump to penitent with level 55. Before, it's just not. I mean, now you're going to tell me, but Pony, the 4-man team of Rob levels. Yeah, let him. I saw a guy which opened some chests and get his XP from. Yeah, you can prepare Tree of Whisper caches and then open them to level your alts. But that's boring. I mean, leveling is literally 2 hours and less. So why even try to cut it short? Why not just enjoy that small portion? No? I like my little level speed runs every season because it's fun to figure out how quick you can do something. A little benchmarking if you're getting better at it.
How long have they worshipped this corpse?
I mean, at least for me. I know not everyone has the same fetishes that I have, I guess. Heal. I beg you. It's okay. It's okay, lady. Someone's probably gonna help you. Probably not. Probably not, Joe. No one is coming. What glyphs for Golem should I level up after all in 46? The Golem glyph. Golem glyph is your biggest damage gainer in the beginning. So you want that one up, and beyond. Okay, that's 2 more skill points. You know what? Let's do... Iron sharpens iron. And then the... Nah, you know what? Let's do the Fanatism Aura. Because it actually is going to make me faster, stronger, donger. Makes sense to put some points in there. Wow, I didn't get anything from that. I'm sad. Can I set the Torment after character creation? No, you have to get your character to 60 first. It's funny how without Grave Bloom, the golem damage rises. I'm not sure what your main Grave Bloom is single-handedly increasing your damage. Ooh, someone is turned into the Butcher. Now, since I can't turn into the Butcher, that's fine. See, this is, for example, where you feel the hard difficulty. So let's say I would swap over to Penitent now, and I could guarantee that no one else is around in Penitent. And it's actually fine to be in Penitent, kind of. But as soon as I go, for example, in a Helltide, and there are other people around you, the enemy difficulty gets like really annoying, and you get to the point where it's just not smart to be impenitent. Someone else turn to the Butcher, please? I can't. I would if I could, but I can't. Oh yeah, let's go. Love to see it. Approaching maximum tokens, ladies and gentlemen. Maximum tokens approaching. Okay, we are 49 minutes in and we're level 32, so we're past halfway point. We haven't drank in a little potion, a single potion, because we haven't gotten a single potion. Maybe we should craft one. For that, I actually have to go back to town. Next time we get back to town, note to myself, craft potion. Because for the Blessed Shield, it's really handy to craft a potion of resourcefulness. That reduces the resource cost of your thrown shields. Okay, like we finished that whisper. That was simple. We also have the Dark Age currency, by the way, chat. So do you know what we can buy? I can buy this shield skin. Yeah. Like, stop masturbating in the background. We appreciate the noises, but look at that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go. The little things in life. The little things in life. What rune combination for Necro? Ahu, Quox, and then you gotta decide if you want to have more barrier or not. But that's pretty much a personal decision. You could technically go for the Ohm combo for more barbarian damage multiplier, but I prefer the Kui rune together with Yule, I think, for barrier.
It is done.
I have that outlined in my latest video in case you haven't watched it yet. Or you've watched it, but you decided to skip over the important parts. Who knows? Started Druid, the power difference. Druid only gets strong after level 15. It's crazy. But Druid literally needs the passive. Because Druid has a very, very, very powerful passive. Where Druid actually gets more spirit back automatically. Right? So as soon as you're 15 and you get your spirit skills, then Druid goes. But until you're 15 and you're not having the spirit skill, Druid feels like a slug snail, McGee. Terrible. Just literally that, like, make it to 15. Be good. But before 15 is like, what the fuck am I even doing here? Why did I decide to play Druid? We will do Druid speedrun as well, chat. So I will try next week. We're probably going to have one speed run per day where we max out one character in one day because it's possible to do this if you know how. And we're going to do this for every character apart from Rogue and Barbarian because I really don't want to play those two. Sorry, Rogue and Barbarian. But you do not make me happy this season. Okay, we're almost through the goddamn tiers already. That's crazy. Is it true there's a goblin event upcoming? Well, so far we have had a goblin event every single season. And I would assume that there is a possibility that we get a goblin event in this season as well, which I would find lame as fuck. But hey, possible. I haven't heard of anything yet. I mean, I'm not sure if something was posted today on Twitter. We can check. There hasn't been any info in the Discord so far. I mean, usually these events happen like a few weeks into the season. However, the season is extremely short, so it might happen this time sooner than later. I feel like when I do my shield throw, there should be a chainsaw sound, Chan, because I get the chainsaw shield. I'm a simple man. I just want a chainsaw sound. Do you notice how we're getting life for killing enemies? And I'm using my life to refill my essence. So we're like continuously full of essence, and I can always use my shield. This is like the fun part about this level build. So we get like the Blessed Shield and the hammer, and we're never not full of resource. Because we can so easily get it done. Just dropped Air of Petition from Duriel. Air of Petition would actually make me sad this season. Because you kind of want to keep the, what is it called again? You want to keep the Godslayer crown. Honestly, I'm a Godslayer crown lover. I think it's so clunking good this season. It's not even funny anymore. How amazing they made it. He die. Thank you. Which is kind of good. Like, the Godslayer crown was before like a complete useless item. And now they made it maybe too good. If we're honest with each other. I mean, let's say Air of Perdition is probably still viable for pit pushing, right? That makes sense. But for farming Infernal hordes, for farming Helltides, for farming like whatever, anything that's not the pit, right? It might be better to run around with a Godslayer. And when I say it might be better, it is better. It might not be. It is. Strike the mind. Add the it is. Movement speed per kill streak tier. Crit damage while healthy. Okay, we get the Helltide done. We can open up another torture gift chest to get like more. And it's like the question now, what you want to do. Like, do you want to stay in the Helltide and farm it like crazy, right? Do you want to go somewhere else? Like, you could technically try to do some Undercity and that kind of stuff, but honestly, the best space to spend time is still the Helltide. Did 104 today and still room for improvement, Silvio. I love to hear that. I actually cleared 105 because I just felt like doing it. Then I saw what the top... So the #1 Necker currently has a 4 greater affix Grave Bloom, and I was like, yeah, fuck that shit. I give up. I was like, should we try to push higher than 105? And I was like, nah. Gotta farm a 4 greater affix Grave Bloom to essentially push higher. Not what I was intending to do, right? Godslayer needed some love. There are so many uniques that still need some love, Eric. But it's great to see that they finally touched it. I mean, I'm gonna say way too late. Okay, way too fucking late. Still, though, I'm glad that you finally got around to actually reworking some. I mean, there's still some uniques. For example, there was an item added, the Mortar Crew, for Necro. Completely useless. Like there's literally like there was a unique added, a dagger, and it never saw playing. It literally like there's no reason it was made. Because there was never a build, not even a niche build. There was just nothing. It made a unique as the seasonal unique, and no one ever made a single build with it. We tested it on the PDR, we discarded it as completely useless, and they never touched it again. And you're like, cool, but you know, that's kind of useless. 104 is a respectable achievement, Silvio. I mean, like the highest hit I did with my golem is now 76 billion. And I'm obviously still interested in hitting the 100 billion with a golem because I want to do that. But the amount of farm I have to do to pretty much get these last 30 billions of damage is an annoying level of farm. You know, that's where the game just stops being fun. Because like squeezing these last points of damage out requires like an exponential grind where you're like, do I really want to? I'm starting Spiritborn tomorrow. I want to see the Evade build. Yes, you should definitely start with the Evade build because Evade is just stupid strong for no reason. Like, I mean, as much as I dislike the Evade playstyle myself, it's just dumb to not start with it due to like how overtuned it just simply is. It's like, oh no, I don't want to play the overtuned stuff because let me check my notes. I'm a twat. Yeah. It's like Rogue has Dance of Knives for leveling, right? And you're like, no, I don't want to play Dance of Knives. Oh, someone is playing Fireball Sword. Am I seeing a Fireball Sword here? Or are you just playing the Fireball Enchantment? I would be happy seeing a Fireball Sword. It's, by the way, the sword that I want to do, not Lightning. I want to do Fireball. Because screw Lightning Sword. Sure, it's fun, but Fireball's king. to try out how well that could turn out. I still need to pick up the slaughterhouses because we're going to totally turn these into just hide in her deep freeze ice block. I can't be bothered to farm 4 GA items. I mean, the problem is that, like, when you see someone with a 4 GA item, it's most likely not even farmed, right? It's just bought from the market. And then it could also be bought with dupe gold, or it could be bought with, like, whatever. So if there was solo self-found, right? I see someone with a 4 GA item, I'm going to be like, damn, sir. You put in that grind or you get lucky, right? That's fine. But if I see someone with a 4 greater affix items in trade, I'm like, wow, nice money there, bro. You know? That's where I'm just always prefer solo self-found in every way. Because you just know if someone has something, like he grinded for it, right? I mean, he either grinded for it, obviously, or he got lucky. But you get the difference, I guess. That's why I generally like to see solo self-found builds in Path of Exile 2 as well, because it kind of like shows what someone managed to achieve with the game and not with the market helping him. I find that always vastly more interesting. That might be just a personal fetish of mine. I dropped a 3J Zangavars. Sadly, the Army of the Dead got nerfed. If they would put away the cap from Army of the Dead, Zangavar's blade would be insane. And I really hope that with the expansion, we see the caps on ultis go away. And maybe ultis are uncapped again and we can finally use them to their full potential. That would be amazing. I severely doubt it, but I mean, one can still dream and hope. Oh, there, unique chest armor, you don't say so. That's not even better. Good. That's not even better. What Paladin build do you recommend for someone who doesn't like clicking buttons? Auradin. Not sure how much you can level with the Auradin, to be honest, because, I mean, during leveling, you probably have to press like 2 or 3 buttons. You know? I'm sorry. Might have to press like 2 or 3 buttons while you level. My apologies. Almost 40? I mean, we're 1 hour and 4 minutes in. We better be almost 40, sir. Someone is summoning the lady. Let's go. Where's this? Diablo 4. I've gotten buck where I get into the slaughterhouse and my character changes into the butcher, then I can't move. You need to teleport out and in again, sir. So when you go into the slaughterhouse, the portal is close by. You just click on it, and then you just join back into the slaughterhouse. And that usually fixes the bug. Sleep with your socks on. Depends. usually feels very restrictive. They'll probably make AFK Diablo soon. Sir, don't you have a phone? I can play Diablo Immortal right now. What's stopping you? Also, Raven, if you're stuck, you can try holding down your one button. Your one button at the butcher is a charge, and you can try holding down set charge, and that often gets you also out of this early I cannot move anymore. So that's what helped me oftentimes. Got her. With a shield in the back. It's like, ugh. Okay, I don't want to do 35 minutes of Helltiding here right now. Sort of like all the whispers done. So the best thing for me to do right now would be knocking out 2 more strongholds or so. I mean, usually I try to like knock out the strongholds that are super easy to do, because there are some that are just so quick. It's just like a absolute blast fiesta. Oh, my Retour ist angekommen, so I don't have to pay this anymore. Good. Who else getting bugware codex powers? The codex powers are min roll on normal items, sir. As soon as you have ancestral items is fixed. Lessons learned from this: do not try to enchant your aspect. Like, don't try to get higher leveled aspects on items, right? Just live with the minimal rolled ones, and then go for the ancestral items. I mean, as soon as you're Torment 1, you have quite some flesh that you can instantly fresh meat. You can instantly invest into Torment 1 rolls for ancestral items, and then yeah, you get your aspects really quick. Doom Shield is legit. It looks great, doesn't it? I mean, this is the whole Doom armor because obviously Blizzard provided us with a key to this. Thank you, Blizzard. Diablo partner benefits. Paid chill, Chan. It's out. Again. See, I love this one here because you just walk through, interact with everything, and it's Joever. Now we're just waiting for the talk to be over, then I interact with a stop, and that's it. That was the whole...
From the light. We will not survive. We'll sacrifice ourselves.
We're gonna stick to leveling on hard. 55 we swap over to Penitent or Expert. But yeah, usually stick to leveling on hard. Again, there is no feasible gain of going for a harder difficulty. You feel like you're getting more XP per kill, but you're still taking longer per minion. And especially when you have to kill like any kind of boss, it just takes so much longer. So it is just not worth it. Speaking of Doom, will there be a skin for the Warlock too? That's a very good question. I mean, I reckon there should be. But then again, I could also think that Blizzard did not include that simply because the Warlock ain't in yet, so get wrecked. Katingo, thank you for the 10 months of support. Katingo, thanks for being our very first subscriber today. Welcome to the Prime family, my friend. Very good to see you there. Okay, chat. 1 hour, 9 minutes. It shows here, so we're gonna try to not breach the 2 hour mark by much. 18 levels in 15 minutes. You know what? I should probably go to Geocool and pick up some of the items there. That should help. We're playing Warlock as soon as it comes out. Well, as soon as the Doom bundle is gone from the store, it's not going to come back. Like, these collab packages are a one-time thingy, just saying. So if you really want to get the Doom armor, it's now is the chance or never. No pressure for me. I'm just informing you how it works. When we had, for example, some World of Warcraft packages as well, and if you didn't get them, well, Bad luck, Brian. That was it for you. But I want to play the Warlock too as soon as it comes out. No worries, you're not the only one, my friend. You're not the only one. I think a lot of us want to play the Warlock. This used to be like 3 elites here. Easy. Okay, 43. We can take the cooldown reduction for the time being. A diehard Doom fan. And the greatest gonna get the best of you anyways, as it should. Okay, let's teleport back to Gaia-Cool and just see if I can weasel out some XP here. We also haven't done the seasonal quest further, so might as well just finish it up. Might as well just finish it up for bonus XP, huh? Mr. Uzab the God. Uzab the God. Yeah, I get that, right? Uzab is the character from One Piece, isn't he? Thank you for your subscription. Welcome as a brand new supporter. Excuse my ignorance. I have blood. Is she well? Oh, do we not need to do a slaughterhouse now? And we're gonna pick these up here, but not these yet. Alright, get his patch in. Ja, das bin ich. Ich bin's bad mit dir. Nein, die alle nicht. Okay? Ach, mein Schatz. Kommt die alle auch noch runter oder sagst du Nacht von mir? Okay, danke. The tiny humans are going to bed. Okay, what do we have? Boots, helmet, some thingies. Home. Get boots. Get a ring. Get a flail. Get a chest. That's it. The rest I don't want to pick up yet because they're not needed. We got, what do we have here? Taste, use slaughterhouse key. Yeah, we need to do one slaughterhouse. What's the best way to level up? Just do the story? What do you do, Trace? So I started the seasonal quest. Then I went to the Helltide and did the Helltide Whispers plus all the Chest of Mysteries. Okay? That kind of combination of things. Then after I was done with that, we go for the PvP zone to do the Whispers in the PvP zone. Then after we're done with that, we do 1 or 2 strongholds to then return back to the Helltide if a new Helltide is up, to then do the Whispers to that again. For example, right now an Undercity Whisper is up, so obviously we're going to also do an Undercity Whisper because it's like super opportune then to do. And that's kind of like how we keep rotating through the activities, right? Whenever there's Whispers, obviously do the Whispers. Whenever there's other stuff, do the other stuff, and then like rinse and repeat. And as you can see, we're currently 1 hour 14 minutes in, as long as the stream pretty much lasts. And we're ready to Hm? Nach, mein Schatz. Hast du noch? Nee, ich hab einfach, ich muss noch ein bisschen was arbeiten einfach. Hm. Autsch. Ja, ich bin der Dicke. Ich kann Haken werfen, guck mal. Ah. Genau. Hm. Und guck mal, ich kann auch das hier. Hast du noch Arm gegessen, Schatz? Oder hast du keinen Hunger mehr? Super. Ja, das bin ich. Das habe ich gewonnen. Ja, ab an euch. Los.
Mostly.
Ja. Da ab an euch puppeln. Bitte, bitte. Sonst störe ich euch. If I'm new to the game with Vessel of Hatred expansion, get me from 60 to 30? If I'm new to the game, will the Vessel of Hatred expansion will get you all the way to 60.
Once you see how the sausage is made,
Like the actual doing the campaign will get you all the way to 60.
Don't worry. I'll look into it.
Okay, and now we just need to take out the dude.
He's in the workshop.
Okay, enter the Umbral Study. It's hard to build Arden in the early. Don't build the Arden then early.
Now we're in for it.
It's like, see, I do now the seasonal quest because it's the easy XP at this moment to do, right? Like we're at level 44 and we just get the simple XP there. Also, while you're leveling, do not forget to, oh, great, look at this, chat. I got the Juggernaut thing. Back, EG. So it's like the best thing to do right now as I'm pretty much waiting for the map to refresh, right? I mean, sure, I could do the Helltide, but I have here the Horde that I'm going to do in a bit. The Undercity, because that's going to be 5 more. Yeah, that's going to give me a full Whisper. That was it? I don't know. That wasn't it. Actually, I have to go through it. That was it. 35. Ooh, a legendary shield. Would you look at that, Chad? Ta-da! That's better because obviously all my damage is. This is over. Jon Snow.
Let him go.
That was it. So full quest done. Oh great. You cannot teleport me out of there. What's the best build for Paladin so far? Blessed Shield of Retribution. You have a spear Night Axe? I haven't been 60 with a Paladin yet, so I don't have any spear unique, sir. Sorry. Rockland, by the way. Howdy. Butcher? Yeah, the Butcher is finally a boss, and it will stay in the game. So you forever can now fight the Butcher whenever you feel like it. Which I think is pretty cool. Plenty PogChamp. All the kids would say nowadays. I don't think the kids would say that nowadays, but it is what it is. Okay, Undercity is good. So what we're gonna put in is this Tribute of Experience. Good evening, Mr. Pancake. How are you doing? That was the Hell Butcher, my friend. The Hell Butcher looks different to the normal Butcher because it is a different Butcher. Like that was the Burning Butcher, pretty much. Well, this one, the actual Undercity should be really easy as a Paladin. right? That should be relatively easy as a Paladin. See how good is this for overall XP too, especially because we're getting like a big kill streak here, right? The big kill streak itself is going to help with the XP a lot. Because like if I get a legendary kill streak, even a unique kill streak, that's almost a whole level. Unique kill streak craziness. Do not break my kill streak. It needs to be legendary at least. I don't think I'm gonna get a unique kill streak from this. There's just not enough enemies around. The only unique kill streak I got while leveling was in the PvP area. Oh no, I cannot keep my kill streak for the boss because it will always run out there.
This will be a good fight.
Good. Oh, we need to put the points in here. Look at that ring, helm. Finally a Sir Rune, but sadly nothing to use it with. Finally a Sir Rune. Okay, Undercity done. I'm saving some tributes of Ascendance. Damn, Katie. You definitely got to save those tributes for the amulet, right? I mean, that 200 million I spent for the amulet was quite expensive.
It is done.
Meat box. Level 48. This is my Toon Rune. Much more fortified. Another boot. You don't say so.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Okay. So you could now go for the Helltide, but technically the Helltide is the weakest thing that you could do. So you'd be better off doing just strongholds. Hordes suck for Opticide. The only way to get Opticide right now, a lot, is rolling Nightmare Dungeons, hoping to get Treasure Breach, and or Horadric Strong Rooms. See, if I look at all of these, not a Horadric Strong Room, not Horadric Strong Room, not. All useless. If it says Horadric Strong Room, I'll take it. If it doesn't say Horadric Strong Room, it can eat my booty shorts. So Strong Room in Torment 4 is going to be 800, which is insane. So I pretty much did not upgrade until I was there. And I got in 100 crafted Nightmare Sigils, I get 1 Treasure Breach. That was amazing because the Treasure Breach was like 4k Opticide. So if you get like 3 Treasure Breaches in a row or so, you're good to go for a while.
Blessed are you who will die in the mother's name.
Haha. Shitty villagers. This one is actually not a fast stronghold. I don't know why I do this one. There are better ones. The only advantage that this one has, it's relatively straightforward. The only thing you should not forget is just freeing the bound prisoner and you're good to go.
Another lamb for the sacrifice.
Can we get 5 GA now with the bloody affixes? You can get a 4 GA and then make the 5th one AGA. But yeah, you should be able to get 5 GA because the GA can land on the kill streak. So yes, it's possible.
Get out of my house.
And before we could get 5 GA with sanctification, right? Now you can probably natively find it.
The bells again.
Berserker or Paladin, you probably mean Barbarian or Paladin. I prefer Paladin. But I also just don't like Barbarian. Oh wow, I just killed her so quick. It wasn't even funny, Chan. I mean, seriously, what was that? They couldn't even put up a fight. Poor ladies. This wasn't the fight. This was an execution, huh? I'm sorry. Just an execution. What can I say? We got for the last 12 levels 33 minutes. Chat. You missed Diablo 3 classes, but you have a barb. Sure. If you're trying to get 60, why not just get Whisper Caches and them on your second character? How interesting do you think a stream would be, JPKK, where I get myself Whisper Caches and then just level up my character through Whisper Caches? I mean, the season is already pretty short. We don't have to cut it shorter, do we? So I do actually like the leveling, sir. Also, I just want to see how faster I am than the Necro. The Necro took 2 hours and 30 minutes on the dot. So if I can do this now in sub 2 hours, that would be really cool. Look, chat, we have an Auradin. Just running around doing nothing. She died to someone hitting her way harder than she was ready for. I don't have a meaty offering. Is the C rune fixed yet? As far as I know, yes. I read something in the Discord this morning. Someone said thank you for fixing or reacting so fast. So I assumed the rune was fixed. Did personally not check. None of my builds has required the rune yet. It works again. Thank you, Katie. One of my builds has required the rune. Katie, are you still trying to make Judgment work, or did you swap off Judgment by now? Asking for a friend who's concerned for your well-being. Ah, you're on sort now. Okay, I can see that. It's just like Judgment was so much fun, but like it only works for leveling right now. As you can see, we're doing Judgment currently. So for leveling, it actually just works still really well. But when you then get into the Torment tiers, and you're gonna be like, yeah, Judgment, so good. Last season it worked. And then you just get like hit by the sad reality of it not working anymore. Really annoying. Especially to the, oh, 2 meaty offerings. Damn. Damn. Very useful. Paladin's broken. Not much more broken than other characters, but Paladin does scale the hardest currently. I mean, with Paladin, you can actually reach trillions of damage. So that's possible. For example, my Golem Necro cannot reach trillions of damage, even if you have the best of the best of the best of the best equipment. The Golem Necro will probably be in the hundreds of billions, which is still plenty respectable and actually realistic and reasonable, right? What you should expect if you're not playing something overtuned. But obviously, like, the Paladin is still the new character, the new cool kid on the block. And it's still somewhat overtuned compared to the other classes. Fatcap, thank you for the 74 months of support. Fatcap, welcome back. Hope you're doing well, partner. Movement skill for Necro. If we're not getting a movement skill for Necro, Diablo failed. More than it usually does. I'm gonna just seriously, like, if you miss out on a movement skill again, I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is Golem Necro the strongest Necro, though? I do believe that if you have absolute godlike gear, you might be able to get ahead with Shadow Blind, but we're talking about absolute godlike gear to get ahead. I mean, my Golem Necro has like minimal amount of farm and such a nice high level of power without a single problem. Don't underestimate like how easy you can get strong. It's something quite good. Do we want to like now farm this? And we have 28 more minutes. 10 levels. Preferable, I would need whispers, but we don't have any whispers. This is 9 more minutes up. And we could hope that we get like a nightmare dungeon that is actually a whisper, but none of them is, so that's a problem. I guess like 1 or 2 more strongholds is probably in. At this point. I could still get some more chests open, I guess. Like we have 1 chest down there. Yeah, I guess chest it is. Oh, somebody's opening it up again, chat. I don't want to be here anymore, but here enough. Another meaty offering. We're gonna helmet. Ice, thank you for the brand new Prime subscription. Ice, welcome to the family. Good to see you there. Overflow, good evening. Overflow, what ascension level did you make it up to? I've put in like a little farm session to catch up to you at some point. And there's another 1-2 chest, so 145 is good for that. It's gonna bring me up to 51 easily. We're 9 more levels missing. Do not forget to take our potions. Very important. I'm already refreshing them like half time, so I don't miss out on it. 51, let's go. It was good. I mean, she is actually a meaningful amount of XP, so that's cool. Nah, we're not gonna try to cheese that event. Okay, so with my single player Ascension 4, I'm still ahead. I can see that. Good, good, good. That one. I need some more fortify than we have right now. So I'm like not fortifying it much. Fortify damage bonuses, but we're not actually fortifying. A superior shield, you say? Not better than what we have. Really light for fortify. You mean the aura? When we put the point into, yeah, could just put it in there. True. Aha! I had to get a heal quickly. Okay, we're leveled up again, so we're gonna try to open up the final chest. And we're good. Then we can rush a stronghold while we wait for the overlap. We're like 2 strongholds. And then finish out the last Helltide for the final level. That would currently be the plan, somewhat. Sounds like a very reasonable, good plan. Next chest is there, so we can go for that. Oh, amulet, nice. Meaty offering, double nice. Jump down here. And jump down. Oh, cannot jump down there. Daddy Harambe, good to see you there, my friend. Good evening. Hope you all had a splendid Saturday. Not the weather that we have in Germany. Because we got like rain, and then we had a little bit more rain, and then on top of the rain, there was even more rain. So just look outside, and it's just gray and depressing. Not a good start into the weekend. What kind of Paladin is this? This is currently the Blessed Shield of Judgment, where we're throwing a shield that bounces around, and then it bounces around, and then it bounces around, and we're trying to have it bounce around as much as possible, because the more it bounces, the more kabooms it do. And this build will evolve into the Blessed Shield of Thorns. To start with Retribution, then move into Thorns, and that should be very simple to pull off. Okay, that one is done. Which one? A Crusader's Monument is actually not hard to do. Again, focus on the ones that are very easy to just knock out with like snip of your fingers. Do not focus on the ones that require like very lengthy operations. Okay, this is the second time that Diablo wants to memory leak already. Could we stop that? I don't see any other Paladin leveling besides this. I mean, it's the most convenient Paladin level build. You could technically go for a Blessed Hammer rotation build, but honestly, I don't like that one. I like to throw my shields, then I like to see them bibbity bounce back and forth, and then it's kind of cool. Oh, by the way, we forget to change the thumbnail here for the Critical stream. Thank you for reminding me, chat. It looked bad. And the memory issue, I mean, like, my PC has been online half the day and Diablo has been just idle running. Because why not, I guess? Okay, about 20 minutes left. 20 minutes! We're a few more levels. It's cool that Diablo is doing a crossover with Doom. I mean, the recent crossovers have all been kind of good. I mean, the price is just greedy, though. Let's be fair. So if you only get the free cosmetics, be happy. But actually, the bot cosmetics are just greedy. Thing is that they know people are going to pay the price, so obviously they set the price. And what can you say? If you know people are gonna pay, then why even bother pretending you're not just going to crank it up?
The mistakes of my past will be paid in your blood, grave.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Shut up.
Let our brothers rest.
At the skull. Wait for the dude to come. One hit him for mold. Come on, next one. A Marion. That as well. So if you don't know where these 3 bodies are, this one is actually a lengthy one because you gotta like go around and find like all 3 of them. But once you like figure out where you actually find all these guys, just good to go. Poor guys. So that was that. As you can see, it's not a full level anymore for this kind of activity, but it's still plenty enough XP. Just knock it out of the park really quick. Just faster than doing anything else. Ocarnis. Ocarnis annoys me a fight versus her, so I don't like to do it. The fastest way to level, combination of Helltide, seasonal quest, and strongholds. Obviously also whispers whenever they're available. So right now I could just jump into normal dungeons to blast them through. But only if those dungeons are convenient dungeons, because also for dungeons, there's some longer ones, some shorter ones. But finishing actually a normal dungeon that is a 5 favor dungeon, right, that has a whisper on it right now, is massive XP.
What is this?
Come on. Faster.
I am so close. Be gone.
My research.
What's happening here?
I'm coming. I get a mythic bloody dungeon. You get one of these mythic breaches.
She was
Pranksters, tricksters that actually get nerfed, sadly. Oh, you get a mythic from a dungeon. No, that's what you're saying. I got a mythic from gambling focuses. So I was gambling focuses for fresh meat, and suddenly I get a grandfather. Now I don't need a grandfather for not a single one of my builds, but I just got it like that. It was kind of funny because I was gambling focuses. I wasn't gambling two-handed swords, right? And then suddenly I had grandfather. And I was like, cool, but kind of doesn't make sense. Nice. Oh, amulet. Unique. Don't need it. Lock prints. Can get destroyed. Okay, almost 54, ladies and gentlemen. Currently waiting for the next Helltide. So what other? I mean, this Yashar Risu is the last one that's like not annoying. I gambled gloves and got Endarials. Yeah, it's super weird, VD. Endarials is actually the only unique that I actually like, the only helmet I want this season, because I want to try to build with Endarials. If I could use that. Well, we'll cheer. It doesn't matter if it's Torment 1, 2, 3, or 4. The chances to get a mythic from gambling is the same in any tier. So that really does not make a difference. I mean, the chance to get a mythic makes a difference, like if you do big layer bosses or small layer bosses. So if you do Duriel, for example, higher chance. Belial, even higher chance. In comparison to Varshan and so on. Oh, this is so bright. This is so bright. I'm blind. The last time I did this one, for some reason it bugged out and I couldn't finish it. Haha. Okay, that was simple. Because we could actually... I'm not sure if I like finished it too quickly or what exactly happened, but something happened that I couldn't move my way to the boss. Or it just wouldn't open the way here.
That came from the north.
Ah, now it worked. I am relieved.
You care for these worms? You will never harm another soul.
Helm. Thank you. And we'll get that one knocked out as well. Look at me, 54, 12 minutes. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be clutch. There's the Helltide. Let's go. I'm gonna get a kill streak. Bloody items and aspects are bugged. No, they're not bugged. Non-ancestral items are bugged. Disappointed. Non-ancestral items. Strong room's best for Opticide. Yes, strong room's best for Opticide. Okay, I need to get 1,000 kill streak. I have 7 meaty offerings. You know what we're gonna do, right, Chad? The easiest way to get this now will be just going for the altar and then just doing it 7 times in a row. Will be probably the preferred mode of operation. I don't think we're gonna get it done in 2 hours, Chan. Exactly on the dot. Because we only have like 10 more minutes. How come you can't upgrade? Like, so if your bloodied item is ancestral, then you can upgrade the aspect, otherwise you can't. Is he gonna turn too? Yes, he turned into the butcher as well. That's great because now enemies will keep spawning. No! Okay, my kill streak just got extended. Jesus. Thought I would be running out, Chan. Are you going to turn into the butcher as well? I think he just turned into the butcher again. Can that be? I don't think I'm going to get 1,000 kill streak here. Not with the other two interfering. No, let me throw this. I'm trying to like summon the Queen of the Helltide here to prolong my kill streak. So we're trying to get that 1,000er kill streak, right? Stop being a nuisance. Let me get that 1,000er kill streak. You're going for 60 in 2 hours? Yes, sir. That's the whole plan. Well, it's not going to be 2 hours on the dot. For that, we probably had to swap to penitent difficulty as soon as we had 50, or expert at least. But we're fine with the outcome so far. We did everything the right way. Do I kill the lady, then let the loot on the ground, probably? So we can start hunting down some minions. Where's your head? That is overrated. Never heard of the, like, headless horseman. That's why they call me Ponyhoff, obviously. Uh-oh. If she goes away, like, you cannot kill streak her. We get her killed. That's good. Oh, this could be a wave-based event. Yeah, this is a spider wave-based event. This is actually pretty good. Gonna make sure that I hit in between. Because as soon as this spider wave-based event starts... Because it's gonna be spiders, right? And a lot of spiders. It's usually like... a good amount for the kill streak. Well, we could get 1,000er. Right? Oh, this season it's definitely the easiest to get XP than ever. And that's great that way. Because why would you want to struggle the... Okay, you know what the problem is? That I just finished the Whisper, and even if I get the 1,000 kill streak, I won't be getting the... Even if I get the 1,000 kill streak, I can't get the favors from that. I mean, I could still get the experience from having 1,000 kill streak, right? Which makes sense because it's a lot. Getting a unique kill streak is alone worth it for it being a unique kill streak, even though it's so late into the game. And look at that. We're 55 at the beginning, right? Let's teleport out just to hand the Whisper in and get that done. And which how much that actually is. And suddenly, see, that's half a level just from that kill streak.
It is done.
And another half a level just from that kill streak. You reckon quite useful, right? Since I logged in, I forgot to use my...
I forge more than horseshoes and nails.
Since I logged in, I forget to use my potion. That's bad, ladies and gentlemen. Noticeably very bad. So what do you think? How long is it going to take for us to actually end up in Torment 4, chat? Any predictions? What do you think? How fast is the journey from level 60 to Torment 4? 1, maybe 2 hours. I mean, obviously we're sitting at a bunch of Paragon points, so if we spend them instantly, we can pretty much instantly jump into Torment 4. Even without gear, because that's how crazy it is. Don't forget, Paragon points are shared between characters. That's going to be a fun progression. But we still need to get the item pieces, so I still need to get myself the shield. Blessed Shield of Thorns. Another boost, attack rune. I'm sad that we haven't gotten a lum rune from all of this already. That's the only thing that we're going to be having some issue with, and that is resource generation. Unless I full out cheese that. Pull a lum room for my other character. Oh, here, let's go there. Out of my way! Oh, shitters. Curse of Torment to 48. The Paladin has a really nasty curve because he just literally needs to get a shield and that's it. So you don't need, like, once you have the unique shield, it's just above and beyond in no time. Like, don't even have to try, right? And my paragons are at 231 currently. So we got enough paragon points to spend for shenanigans. How long are we playing already? We're currently online for 1 hour and 58 minutes, and that's also the duration we have played on this character. Maybe a bit shorter because we've obviously been live and we did some pre-blah blah before we started the leveling. Pretty decent time. It should still say like 1 hour here. Right, yeah, it still says 1 hour. So we haven't jumped over the 2 hour mark. I'm going to check like once my recording hits 2 hours, how close we are to the 2 hour mark. Right? Not sure why it would not show you your actual plate time, right? It'd be ludicrous. But I hate that I have to buy DLC to play the Paladin. Well, it's nothing new for Diablo, but I get the feeling. You know, I get the sentiment that it's frustrating, because it is frustrating that you have to pay money to play the new class. However, it's obviously nothing new, right? It's like, oh no, I didn't see that coming. That Diablo would charge us for the DLC. I never expected that to happen. Not that they have always done that. A Griswald opus with a double, sir. Damn. I have actually not gotten a single Griswold's opus, and you have even one with a skin on, sir. That's kind of cool. Actually, it should be way easier to get a Griswold's opus this time, because you do get the chests when you fight, like you get the Doom chest, so it's actually way easier to get one, especially with multiple greater affixes. Because the Doom chests are such a bonus, Chad. Actually crazy what they provide. The Doom chest for the win. Let's summon Mommy. Kill her. There's like nothing else to really do right now. Oh, actually there is. Shit. There's a lower Helltide, Chad. Okay, our recording shows 2 hours and 1 minute. So we're still at the 1 hour marker here on our character, Chad. So we haven't hit the 2 hours yet. Still the same. I wish that game was a bit fuller. Well, I can't wait for the war plans because it's going to be interesting to really shape the endgame you want. Also, yes, I would wish for more endgame activities. However, as much as there is no pinnacle thingy to bang your head against, but the actual endgame loop in Diablo is one of my favorite ones. I mean, I know which activities to do to get more powerful. Yes, there are always the same activities. However, you always have like a twist to them usually with every season, so that's kind of fine for me. And I really like the endgame loop in Diablo. And I at least know exactly what I have to do, how I have to do, where I have to do, right? And I'll get powerful. And now with like the war plans and the new skill trees, I think it's going to be really interesting. I just can't see it not being interesting, right? Probably the way how I think about it. Here, let's go to the Helltide at the bottom. Finish it out. I'm a pretty casual player. Do you recommend I buy the new DLC? I mean, it's going to be a completely different game again. So in the new DLC, we're going up to level 70. So level 70 is now the new normal. There's also going to be 12 Torment tiers. Now you're going to say, Pony, 12 Torment tiers. Probably not going to be anything interesting, but it actually is going to be something interesting. So I'll recommend you having an eye out for that. Because you can finally make like the overworld actually hard. Then the skill trees are wholesale changing and items are changing the way how you become powerful. They're introducing sets, and sets are going to be cool because as far as they set, it seems like that you can take a unique item, let's say the Griswold's opus or the unique shield that I need, and you can actually take said shield and use that unique power of the shield as a set item. Which I personally think sounds like actually pretty fucking rad. That really works that way. Who doesn't want that? Because that would allow us to kind of play Chaos Armor without Chaos Armor. I just wish there was more. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. More is always good. If more is, if then more is also good, right? More is always good if then more is good. Because sometimes also the more added could just be terrible. Someone else just turned to the butcher? Okay. When I just need to collect like, how much more? For mine. And it's a 250 kill streak. So I can just make the 250 kill streak. And then we're good to go, huh? Okay, perfect. This one will run out, so we get the fresh meat done. It gave me this. And before I collect more cinders, I need to have my kill streak run out. Can my kill streak please run out? Don't hit anything. Please kill streak run out. I don't need, no, stop hitting. I don't want this anymore. Thank you. Let me out. I need to lose this. I got a Ring of Starless, 1 jade, 2 core skill. I mean, could be worse. Did they fix the caches, chat? Does anyone know that? So the loot caches were bugged, the legendary, the unique ones. So you could actually not get those, and that is very bad. Because obviously we all want these mythics. I'm sorry, mythic loot caches. So I have enough fragments to... How many can I make? How many do I have? I'm sitting at 2 resplendent sparks, yes. And I could get my 3rd. So that fixed. I didn't check the news. Obviously no one wants to open that up now. Okay, I literally just made a new char, logged in, and instantly had the quest done. Did you ever do the PvP area, Katie? That might be something that holds you back right now. Not entirely sure. If, like, you do actually have to do the PvP area. Thingy. Just FYI. Yeah, what do you have to do there? The statue here. In the PvP area in the middle, there's this statue here, the ceremony of slaughter, and you actually need to do that one once. Endarials wouldn't work on the rope. So for Endarials, you need big singular, like, you need preferable big hits. Many big hits in a short amount of time. Technically what you would be aiming for. Okay, this Helltide, like, definitely looks like what I need for my... Gotcha. And a maze. You don't mind if I do, because that is just so much better than anything that we have. Okay, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. Can I? Travel skill 1, Necromancer 0. Because Necromancer doesn't have a travel skill, chat. So just saying. Did we just jump over to the 2 hours now? So we're finally at the 2 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. It has happened. We've succumbed to the 2 hour mark. It's about time. No worries. We'll just get it done. You still get the crown from Varshan. Which crown? You're talking about Godslayer? Godslayer is from Duriel and the Harbinger of Hatred. And I don't think it ever dropped from Varshan. Unless I completely misremember. Oh, the Doomsing's not dropping anymore. They drop from elites. I have gotten today, how many? Here, I've gotten myself, I think, like 100, roughly, Doom. And I invested them into the shield so far. So yeah, just play the game, kill elites, have a good time, and you'll get it. Inevitably. Greater shield. The bigger the shield, the better it is, because we obviously need a big shield for our... Our shield throws. Okay, I need one more whisper, chat. Where am I going to get one whisper from? A cellar. Probably, right? Okay. Let me find a cellar I want to go for. Here, there's a cellar. A phantom. Good to see you there, partner. Hope you're doing good. Trading for 600 million already? Well, that's respectable, sir. 600 million is a good start with 150 Paragon point. There's definitely room for growth. What's your first impression of the new season? Honestly, I'm having fun. And that's the most important part. I'm enjoying myself. Like, the Butcher gameplay is cool. Their decision with the slaughterhouses is weird because slaughterhouses are obviously completely useless. Why do they even exist? Right? Why do we even have slaughterhouses? The actual like whole butcher thing, I mean, cool. The opus side itself, very disappointing. I mean, they made nightmare dungeons completely useless unless they have the exact right thing to do, right? It used to be like, no matter what the nightmare dungeon had, was it like an equipment delve or whatsoever, I would still go in there because it would kind of be fun to do it. But that developed to a point where that's not the case anymore. There's like zero reason to go into nightmare dungeons, and that's just bad. Unless there are the exact right nightmare dungeon, right? And that's really not what it should be in my eyes. Imagine you would need to perform Paragon points on the beginning on a new character. I wouldn't mind that, but I'm a masochist, so I would treat it as a bonus, cool, fun challenge, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was 2 hours and 8 minutes now for the leveling. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Quite reasonable. First things first, open up the boxes. Get myself boots with more item power. See if I have at least some Paragon points to spend, right? With one glyph. It's still worth it to go for Castle because Castle is just a simple 35% damage multiplier. That gives you like block chance here. It's absolutely worth it to do Castle into Relentless. Here we can be a bit lazy, aka just pick up the Relentless and don't even turn the board the right way. So I can head over to the shield bearer. And I have to like redo the board at some point, but I just want to jump into Torment 1 right now. Right? So we're just putting this in so I can blast my way into Torment 1. So that was like 60, 80, and another 80% bonus damage. Just like that. I don't think I need a single aspect. What do we have? Do we have any judgment aspects? Here, I get aspect of the adjudicator. That's it, actually. I don't have anything else. It's kind of sad. Not even a single, like, good one. You hit Paragon in that amount of time? No, sir, we didn't. So I could just jump into Torment 1. I don't have to do Torment 1 for this, but I just, you know, need to check how it feels. Yeah. That is not coming as a surprise. We're now going to jump into Torment 1 and then use our obolds and fresh meat to pretty much gamble right away the weapons that we need. And then we're going to fast track. So Paragon is shared between characters in case you didn't know this. Which seems you didn't. Now you know. Therefore, the Paragons that are earned on my Necromancer in a very short amount of time can be abused for my Paladin right away. Allowing me to really quick fast track to Torment 4. Biggest problem will be in Torment 4 and not have a single glyph activated. Or because we don't have any glyph. In an actual game like PoE 1, Mr. Raja, I could have taken you serious, but you didn't even say hi beforehand. And then you said something so immensely stupid. Little reality check for you. This is an actual real game too. You know, because it exists in reality. Please don't be ridiculous and say stupid things. I just want to get all my glyphs. Honestly, I would really prefer if you had all the glyphs at level 1 when you get to the end, when you get to 60. Like the actual act of having to still gather your sigils, that is something that does annoy me to no end, especially when you have to wait. Didn't know that if you do 100 pits, it breaks your character. Well, sir, Axu, you can just level up a new... So my Necromancer is also bricked with a pit 100. However, you can just make a new Necro, or I could just make a new Necro. It would take me less than 2 hours to make a new Necro, right? And then on that Necromancer, I could use my my gear for my current Necro. So don't think like in bricked on your character, because it's just that set character and you can make exactly the same character again and just give him all the stuff from your current character. What leveling build did you do? It's linked in the description of this YouTube video. I did Blessed Shield of Retribution, Blessed Shield of Judgment for leveling, and now we're gonna swap over to Blessed Shield of Retribution. So this was pretty much just for leveling the Judgment shenanigans, and I'm gonna go over to the Thorn shenanigans now. Okay, we got Feverus. I don't need that, but we also don't need Challenger still, though it's the only thing I have, so let's get it upgraded. How does I get breaked? So if you go past pit 100, okay, if you beat pit 100 or tower 100, doesn't matter which one it is, then your sigils will upgrade from blood stained to blood soaked. And that blood soaked, instead of plus 15, is plus 45, which is kind of pseudo tier 7. And honestly, they're so hard, it's not even funny anymore. It really just loses all sense of, like, unless your character's doing trillions of damage, there's no way you're gonna do shit. And I wish that was a joke, but it's not. Okay, let's jump into Torment 1, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're gonna gamble for shields. I have 2,000 obold, so we're just gonna try to get my shield. Here, there it is. 172%. Let's go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was pretty nifty. Then we're gonna try to get which other unique we want to have? We want to have Griswold's opus. The Griswold's opus, or do we gamble something else? What do you think? What would be the easiest thing to get? So probably.
Not a bad pull, that.
Griswold's opus, Griswold's opus. Where's it? There it is. No, supplication. No! Robbed. What we can do is we can rush for Gearcool. And see that we get the... I mean, we still need the chest armor as well. So we need Mantle of the Grey as a chest armor. Let's see. Wow. Okay, Griswold's opus doesn't want to come. I accept that. But what we can do is, let me do chest. Oh, we get a Mantle of the Grey. There it is. Haha. Juggernaut and Thorns. Only 6. It's the lowest, but it's fine. Because it can't go actually higher. So we could have taken this one, but I want this. And we're going to have to take 1, 2, 3. Sell a few of them. We head back out of town. I'm excited to see Thorns. Oh, it's going to be so good. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. It's going to be so good. And we're instantly swapping over to Juggernaut. Juggernaut? 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 How do you pronounce it correctly? And we're going to change our skill points. Actually, the skill point changing is like really simple. Okay, like, are you okay today, Diablo? Do you want to be just a bitch? Jesus. So we're going to move away from this, and we're going to put the points into... Good. Then we get the shield over here. 1, 2, 3. All the points into that one. All the points out for now. Don't need this. Want that. We got the skill over here. That goes out. 1, 2, 3 because it's more thorns, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We don't need the cooldown reduction. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, we don't even need this one. One here. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ignore the 6, 7. Where am I missing a point? Ah, I didn't have all 5 points in there. Okay, so that has us go for Fanatism Aura. We get the Blessed Shield together with the Blessed Shield comes here on the right side. We get the Aegis, that's on 1. Arbiter Justice, and then the Defiance Aura. Okay, chat. Let's see what we got here, right? So, preferable a pants with thorns. I mean, this is a greater affix to maximum life per. This is healing received, but at least it's a greater affix item. This is critical strike chance and maximum life. So nothing hot, but all better than what we have. Oh, do we have thorns on a pants? I didn't keep like many items, so I have a all thorns related stuff just like that. Okay, those were the skill points. Let's see if I have the aspects. I need strife. I have strife. Do I have Jugger? I have Juggernaut Aspect. I have Juggernaut Covenant. Finger on the amulet for now. God. Virtuous. Ha. Good, not bad. We can have Anvil.
Demons are quiet here. Mostly.
Nice. Then we need to temper cooldown reduction if we have it already. Justice, Operative Justice, cooldown reduction, right? In the beginning, let's just get that. Oh, and Operative Justice duration, obviously. So we got here Operative duration, right? I'm preferable that one would go for max. Yep, thank you. So that kind of makes sure that the arbiter is like long up enough, right? Okay, these are all normal. Then let's just quickly jump into Torment 2, I guess. Oh wait, let's put in. Do we have Lum? Because I'm still looking to get the Lum rune. Qua, Tal, Tak, Ton, and we still don't have Lum. Can you believe that? After all this time. So we need Lum is for Essence here. And we will want to trigger this with past 5 skills before. Sir Lum is kind of like useful. I've tried this out. It's probably the most useful combo. Royal Rubies. Okay. Let's jump into Torment 2 right away. So no hold up, like no, right? We're just gonna go. Oh, a 40 million chat. Let's go. I guess we could instantly jump into Torment 3, huh? We even have to try. What's this damage? Well, the build is kind of like mean. Mostly not is mostly not the build. It's the combination of the build together with the Paragon points, right? I mean, like, this is, by the way, without any of the aspects that we're having, so... You're struggling with your wing strike, Paladin. Well, sir, I mean, that's why we have the builds for you, my friend. That's why we created this before the season. Surviving is another thingy, not in the version that we're playing. But like words are cheap, actions say more. So let me bring it to the point. Remember the pit push with Pala? Well, Pala is probably the worst one to go for a pit push with, because everyone and their mom is doing that, right? I mean, with Necromancer, you at least have a decent chance to end up in the top 10. Like I'm currently, I was this morning, I was in the top 4. I'm not sure where I am right now, right? And I'm pretty sure people will out farm us at some point. But at least we get our top 10 spot. Any mythic helm? Well, the next thing I'm gonna farm is a Godslayer crown. Oh, we get Spirit. That's super lucky because Spirit is actually what we want. We should definitely see that we turn. Okay, this Paragon board is honed. This one has Outmatch. Resplendence. Actually, we're not even playing Spirit. Jeez, because we're playing honed over. Yeah. Playing honed over. Actually, we should probably play honed and then swap over to Spirit at some point. So Spirit is better because Spirit gives you crit and crit damage multiplier, right? Whereas honed just only gives you... Yeah, I gotta find a way to... Or a board where Spirit makes sense to actually use. Be nice. Beacon, Endure, Sentencing, Divinity, Preacher, yeah. So that's the last board. I'm just like quick activating all the boards right now. And then we're gonna, as soon as we're like ready to jump into Torment 4, I'm gonna flip the boards the right way. It's pretty much just for me now to have it. Okay, we're here. What sigil do I have? I have a Gaping Crevasse. Oh, Gaping Crevasse is great. So we're gonna jump over into Torment 2. And then we're gonna do a Gaping Crevasse, right? We should be able to kill him. And if we're not able to kill him, we'll just put in more Paragon points. So this could give me my thingy. Still need to spend 140 points. No worries, we'll do. I mean, we're already like cooking, but we could be cooking harder. We need his Resplendence really quick. So as you can see, I can also, my friend, with this character, I can farm the runes now for my main character. So for example, I don't have to use the ancient boss layer sigils, right? I can also just farm them for my other char, if I feel like it. Okay, let's hit him. Oh yeah, look at that. We win, Chad. Even without Arbiter active. Good. Easy. Please give me a Godslayer crown. There's a helm. Even if I have to take it non-greater affix, I will. Right? Oh, we get our first Infernal Horde too. That's great. So Doom could give me now... So Doom is a bit unlucky, because Doom could give me a Griswold's Opus right away. Right, Chad? So if I'm lucky, that would actually give me a Griswold's Opus. Sadly, it didn't give me a Griswold's Opus, right? But it would have been insane. So we got the Glyph helmet. That's the Godslayer. Why is Godslayer so important, Chad? Let me show you. If I now take my boots... and I put on the Wild Bolt aspect. It's called Wild Bolt. Wild. Actually, let's take these boots here. So what happens is that the Wild Bolts every 1.7 seconds pull everyone together. But that pull together counts as a stun. Okay? And therefore it triggers the Godslayer crown. Which is kind of funny. Attack speed per kill streak. I don't really want core stats, not attack speed, but it wouldn't hurt. This has max life cooldown reduction. I mean, I like the cooldown reduction, but this has crit chance. I guess I'm going to keep the crit chance here currently. It's better. We have a Griswold's Opus here. Am I blind? This is Red Sermon. Morning Star, Glyph Helm. No, nothing. Okay, we get a Bloodied Infernal Horde, which we're going to do. This is Gold Reserve, Sapphire Reserve, and Forgotten Wisdom. So again, completely useless. We're probably going to just jump into Torment 3 now, I guess. Let me actually... I need to reset this. So we can just put it on a bit simpler. I'm gonna move close to my original board. I don't have to do that later again. So we're gonna begin with Castle, because Castle is just the easiest multiplier, right? Castle is going to get an intelligence glyph. Obviously not yet, but later down the line. Ignore that. And we get the block chance, and block chance translates instantly into more damage, right? So that's pretty nifty. Then we're going to go into the Relentless board. You turn it this way, because you can pretty much enter from the side, right? But get the best of both worlds. Relentless board has how much willpower? It's a 64 willpower board. We have a good willpower board, 5449. We not have a single good willpower board, but this one. That kind of peeves me to no end. So this would be the only good willpower board we have. Because we could put in Spirit here. Like later down the line, it needs all the willpower you can get around. And currently, it's a bit frustrating because we couldn't even activate the glyph. But we would get there down the line. Okay, that's fine. And we got Shield Bearer, no Preacher. can just zoom past that. So preachers here. And zoom into this. Take the life. Take the life. Go over, get the attack speed, which is quite good. Then head out on the back. Take the life again. Into the last board, which is the... what is it called again? It is the Shield of Bera. The most important board. Because this is where we're going to get all our big damage from later. Because here you can take so much strength. It is ludicrous how much strength this board actually has. Plenty legal. And it does have thorns, which is important because we need all the thorns. Okay, so this is what we want to spend so far. I just get a crappy Godslayer, but I got one. Yeah, me too. I mean, a better crappy one than none. Godslayer is amazing. So let's jump into Torment 3 right away. And we can see now the power of the Godslayer crown right away. Right? Air of Petition is still better. Air of Petition might be better for pushing. But Air of Petition is not better for farming. Okay, Chad, how much damage do we expect now? What do you think? 127 million? Ah, come on. There's more. More where that comes from. 3 out of 400 million. Let's go. So character is now what? Ground total of 2 hours and 30 minutes old. We're almost at the billion damage. What do you think? Can we get a billion today, ladies and gentlemen? So don't forget to clash in between because that's really important because this actually improves your thorns damage even further. So what we need to get right now is a pans with a greater affix to thorns, right? So all my obolds, all my gambling that I have will now go towards pans until we have a pans with a greater affix thorns. Because you need that. There's so many thorn shenanigans. So I'm probably going to take my considerable amount of fresh meat and we should try to gamble in that direction, shouldn't we? We still need to do the Helltides when we can. Because obviously the Helltides are now where we're going to get ourselves more bloodied sigils and everything. But I don't think it's worth it to do Helltides before I'm Torment 3 at least, right? Then it's like, starts being useful. Then let's hope that the Helltide is actually going to give us... Is it worth upgrading all the glyphs to 100? Absolutely. I mean, to 100, you get the most multipliers from your glyph, and if you're not making them all the way to 100, then you're always going to be missing out on some multipliers. So it is totally worth it. And I highly encourage you get that done. You build on, it's linked in the description of the YouTube video. Okay, so that's Torment 3, Chad. Dunzo. Get ourselves revenge. Useless, so let's level the spirit up further. The good thing is now that spirit is leveled up, so we're already getting this one activated. So we now do 15% bonus damage with our critical strikes to people around us. Ta-da. Just like that. Jump into Torment 3. Dunzo. Now, how many obolds do we have? We have 116 obolds. That's nothing. Is the Helltide back up? The Helltide was another minute. Then we gotta wait until the Helltide is gone and comes back. I mean, we could do a bloodied horde, but that seems a bit... Like, I don't think I could do this, right? Chat, Lith, stand still, channel core skill. I mean, I don't want to use Lith. I would prefer to have Buck. But I'll use Lith. You know what? Wait, let's check if our main character has another one of the legendary ones. Because I have a bunch of the legendary runes and they will just make everything smoother. Because the one problem that you have with the Blessed Shield is you want to have resources. And in the beginning, you don't have resources. So you kind of need to like find a way to get your resources easy. And there are a couple of runes which work really well for this. And then there are a couple of runes that don't work really well for this. So we have... a Nagu. No, Nagu is bad. Nagu is bad. And that's Lith. Nah. I would need something else. So let's see where we are still, chat. So this morning we were number 4 in the leaderboard. We're number 7 still. So just like to here, let's see if we can watch the profile. So just to see like this one has 4 greater affix. Cool. Like to see that. Double greater affix. This is a 3 greater affix. Like it's a triple amulet, chat. Look at this. 5, 3, and 4. It's ridiculous. This is why this is a 5 greater affix ring. Okay, cool. This is a 4 greater affix, 5 greater affix shield. So like you understand why I'm not interested in farming the leaderboards, because it just makes no sense. Right? We're not farming against these guys. Definitely not. So we get the core skill casting rune. That should be fine. Cast an on-channel core skill. Because I restore 17 resource when I cast an on-channel core skill. And I can now get myself the elixirs of resourcefulness number 2. And with the blessed shield that I have, I'm kind of reducing everything like massively. Do you think I could kill a Torment 3 boss right now? Could I kill a... Let's try this on Lord Zur. And I have Hanged Man's, Fields of Judgment, Broiler, Hall of the Penitent. I need a Hall of the Penitent. Let's see if we can kill Lord Zur. In Torment 3. Could be a bit greedy. Natural Joel, by the way. Thank you for the brand new subscription as well. Good to see you there. Katie, I'll be tier 4 in no time. Don't worry. Don't have to come down to tier 3 for that. But now I pretty much could just jump into tier 4, right? Okay, let's see. No, we can win this, chat. We can win this. I mean, I'm feeling the missing aspects, that's for sure. Because we're right now, we have no aspects at all on. Let me actually quickly teleport back and see if we got some. So we have like, of the actual build, we have, I think, 1 aspect on currently. Yeah. The rest is not the aspects that you would want to have. Jugger. And we get the Juggernaut Covenant up here at least. Oh man, I could just put the Juggernaut aspect on for the time being because I don't have a different one. Let's check what else am I missing. I'm missing the Ascension. No, I got the aspect of Ascension finally. And strive. Do I have strive? Nice. Finally 2.
Masterful work. Right aura.
Slow and steady wins the snail the race. So we finally have the respective aspects. And we're finally also maintaining our... Oh, I die if I stand still. Yeah. I accept that. It's a good build. Well, I mean, this character started 2 hours ago, sir. You know, this character's a grand total of 2 hours and 30 minutes old. And we're pretty much sitting in Torment 3. I guess we're doing fine. I feel like the damage is good now with the aspects. Right? Okay, bunch of tribesmen here. We just want to kill your dad. We don't want to kill you. Oh, Jesus. It's just a baby. Yeah, we're just barely scratching the surface. When we like, our toughness is 100k, so we're sitting at with enough armor for at least damage reduction, because that's the advantage of being a paladin. You just get it up so quick. And we should probably invest the points here into the total resistance, because our resistance is extremely low. So that one we should probably just juice up quickly. But yeah, we got the boss, Chad. Just a bit more fine twerking here. Well, now I'm disappointed that the rune is not giving us more. It almost seems like the rune is not giving us anything at all, because the rune is actually supposed to give us every cast 17 resource back, and our cast only cost 15 resource. So technically we're supposed to have infinite resource due to the rune, but for some reason that is not computing. So I wonder what's up there. And we also need attack speed, because as you can see, I can't really spam my attacks right now, right? We end like up essentially without resource, and that shan't be. Yeah, finally. Thank you very much. Doom. So I'm a bit sad about the rune. So here, this is like Temlum, cast a non-channel core skill, which we do with the Blessed Shield, and it costs only 15, and the Temlum is supposed to give me 17, right? But it doesn't work, so that's weird. I mean, we could use Lith probably, because Lith just says stand still, right? So we could probably make that work as well. Nothing, not a single item that we want. Actually, let's see, ring. This is strength max, damage over time. Do I want a ring? I need a ring with cooldown reduction and attack speed. I need attack speed rings, unless the ring has attack speed I wanted. Do I not have attack speed rings? I kept so many attack speed rings with greater affixes because I always do. That one has attack speed, but the rest is shit. That one has attack speed, but the rest is shit. That has maximum life attack speed fueled by death, which is kind of shit. That one has attack speed, max life, and fizz resistance. Yep. I can re-roll the...
My hammer sings on your return.
Healing received into... critical strike chance or something like that, right?
My magics await your return.
And then we can play the purchase aspect on it. That we have as a max roll, by the way. Damn. It's kind of cool. So 15% attack speed goes a long way there. That reminds me, we should now go into the Helltide. But before we go into the Helltide, I want to have the Spear of Heavens rerolled into movement speed. Thank you. And the movement speed tempered on as well. Oh wow, that's perfection. So I don't have to like struggle around anymore. How do you build up toughness on Necro? On Paladin was super easy. So on Necro, you have to spend your Paragon points for all the toughness nodes. And you gotta consider to maybe swap out the Flesh Eater board for the Blood Begets board, because that would actually make you tankier. If I stand still now, I just fill up my resource, supposedly. Still not as fast as I wish to. I mean, the best for resource filling has so far been Igni, Lum plus, I think it was Igni, the one that stores offering and then you get offering back. I mean, Buck also works because you move around, right? New meta on Paladins. Oh, Shield of Retribution. Blessed Shield of Retribution. It's where you throw this disc forward and every third disc explodes. This is a very important distinction. So you want to spam this as fast as possible, because the faster you spam it, the more shield explosions you're going to get. And the real damage is pretty much at the end, these shield explosions, right? So you want a hard-hitting fire shield explosions. Almost getting a lot of Paragon points. She just instantly dies in Torment 3. Not even funny anymore, poor lady. Okay, we can probably do a tier 2 hoard if I wanted to. Collection of gold. Meat box. Meat box is good. Back in. I'm not ready for tier 3 with this girl. Katie, you got there. Come on. And now I also need more glyphs, because my problem is that we're in need of resplendence as soon as possible. Okay, it's there. So we're not getting resplendence. We're screwed. 712 million, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess we're ready for Torment 4, huh? Are we ready for Torment 4? Should we try to push in there? That's how broken Paladin is right now. Gaping Crevasse Lair Boss, just like that. Don't mind if I do, ladies and gentlemen. Because we still need to get a Griswold's Opus. But I don't think we could kill a Duriel now in Torment 3 yet. I think that would be a bit greedy to attempt. I gotta probably try to... What should we try? I'll say I feel like I want to go back to Sir again. Tried them all out, but it's just Sir. Sir has the advantage. This is just cast 3 skills, and you get a blast of resource back. Right, and that works like wherever you are. So you can be surrounded by enemies or not, and then it gets like the cooldown, but then you get it back. But a tier 3 horde? Oh, tier 3 horde would be too hard, Kitty. problem is with hordes at this point that they don't do... Oh, 1.2 billion, chat. 1.2 billion achieved. So the problem with hordes right now is that they wouldn't do anything for us, Kitty. Right? Because we have Paragon points already. And they don't give us Opticide. I mean, the only thing I could get from hordes is reputation, I guess. So that kind of makes. Yeah, rap. I can see that. I need to find out if they fix the D4 forum. I need to find out if they fix the... Where the latest, like, patches? Are they in the forums, or where do I find the latest patch, chat? Go Chemlum and Void more? Nah. See, I'd rather cast 3 skills than evade more. Now, obviously, everyone is different, so you might want to evade just more, and you're fine with that, right? Okay, we got a Hall of the Penitent. That's amazing. Rune is fixed, sir. Yep. I don't need the Rune, but it's good that it's fixed. Oh, that was a 3 billion hit if I didn't just miss-see that. Total 3 billion. Okay, we need to find the... Where's the chest? Oh, I'll get us all the way here. A ring. A greater ancestor ring, just like that. A Wendigo Bron, chat. That's so random. And pretty OP to just get that. Okay, my reputation says we're almost fully reputation out, chat. So character is like 3 hours old now. Yeah, now we're around about 3 hours old, and we're almost sitting at full reputation with a reputation board. Good. Valerius, good to see you there. Sorry for the late evening stream. I know we're usually a bit sooner, but we had a guest. Friends of ours were out for a magician's show, and we're taking care of their 3-year-old. Now I've aged beyond my time. I'm not built for a 3-year-old anymore. Luckily, my own are older. To play with the Paladin, any recommendations? Dirk, we have the planner in the description of this YouTube video. That goes 1 to 60, then Torment 1 to 4, and then Endgame. So pretty much the whole progression that I've been going through in this video. Okay. Only a bit fast-tracked in this video because obviously I've been having all the Paragon points in the world. It's not just a tribute. Okay. Back to Karagor. Death tracker in the forum. Where is the death tracker in the forum? I'm blind. Oh, there, the bliss tracker. I found it. Okay, bug fix, audio kill streaks, massacre. That was 1 day ago. Rune failed to spawn wolves, but they never said anything about the. They didn't say anything about our chests. Because we have right now these chests here where you can craft yourself a mythic, but they were bugged. So, yay. 15. I wanted to get... Wait. I want to go and gamble pants now. So I want pants with a greater affix and thorns, chat. I don't want much. I just want that. Right? We could go for the barter. Let's head for the barter. That could also be useful.
This shield you forged.
Forge your own shield, little man.
I'd rather
Masterwork, salvage. Roll. Boss summoning mats. Boss summoning mats.
Did I count it out right?
We go for the defensive cache. Salvage. Well, it's a greater affix item, which is better than what we have because we don't have a greater affix item. Masterworking cache, salvage. Metamorphosis. That's a double one. It's 124 out of 180, and that's better than what we have? Wow. Because we get the lowest one possible. So like these masterwork caches are actually worth it now. Because they give us some optus side. Right, not much, but some. Let's go back to get cool. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to pray and hope for good pants now. Because we need one with a greater affix to thorns, or we're not going to be happy, right? And we have greater affix pants here, but they don't have thorns, so that's sadness. I'll get trashed. Is Hottenkrug Crest better than Godslayer Crown? No, absolutely not. The 4 ranks do not go into your golem ranks, so that's useless. And the cooldown reduction is also not needed, so useless. Hands. 2 with a greater affix, that's it. Faith per second. And maximum life. I mean, we have one right now that has maximum life. So this is probably better here. Even this one would be better, most likely. I could reroll the life on kill. So most likely going to keep this one. The rest is going to get trashed.
The fat, cat the best. Want to see how the
Not a single one with a greater affix.
you're making a killing here.
And the problem is we like need to get a greater affix one, and it needs to have thorns. So I'm really expecting a lot from this. Maximum life. Maximum life.
Now that is what I call a prime card.
Price of the Doom skin, $50 if I'm not mistaken. Which is really way too much. Asset. Life per second.
What I call a prime card.
Put on these pants for now. Grab the... Oh, I'm gonna get uniques now, chat. You can get my affixes, sir, but I need it as a greater affix. Thorns base greater or no good.
That looks warm. I can fix it.
Let's teleport back to Kerrigar. Kerrigar's my home where I just do everything, right? A Zeal weakened Paladin. I mean, that's beautiful. It's not the best, but it's definitely beautiful. Okay, let's see. There's a sword with a greater affix. That could be Griswold's opus. It is an Azure Wrath. Wow. And the shield is the Herald of Zakharum. Wow. They just kicked me in the face, chat. And then they kicked me in the face again. That's not good. So I can obviously take this life on kill here, and I could re-roll it until I get thorns. That's not what we want or need. Hmm.
Stars guide you.
What did I not have? I think we didn't have strife right now. Strife, yep. Weapon. Okay, I think I could kill a Brigouar. Let's find out. Is Razor Plate any good for this? No, because the chest piece, the actual one, is better. So you get this one here, and it's called Mantle of the Grey, which gives you Juggernaut skills and Thorns and Thistle. And that's just better. Okay, Bloody Griswald. Can we expect chat? I'm expecting to actually get instant killed by him. So we killed Lord Zerd, chat. We killed Bloody Lord Zerd. So that was fully possible already. Yeah, Bloody Griswald looks good for us right now. Good. It wasn't too bad. Sir, I need to loot all of this out of my way. See, that sword could now be Griswold's opus, but it's sadly Shard of Varathiel. So it has two chances. It can be Shard or it can be Griswold's. Obviously, Griswold's would be better. We get shit. We get a bunch of shit. It's actually crazy how much shit we get here. I mean, this is a slightly better Mantle of the Grey. Movement speed, cooldown reduction. What do we have here? Healing received. Oh. I mean, we have to work on another stat amulet, for all I know. Let's go out, do another one. What's the best way to farm legendary runes? Ooh, kill bosses. You want to kill bosses. As many, as soon, as fast as possible. The more bosses you kill, the better it is. Then the more bosses you kill, the better it is. And then the more bosses you kill, the better it is. And then you get the drift. The more. This was actually block chance. Yeah, I need to get this for direct multiplier. Because this block chance that you get here is just directly damage multiplier. Right? It works with so many. Okay, I'd say we're jumping into Torment 4 right away. Should be possible. We have fortification on Paladin. Doesn't Blessed Shield give you automatically fortification? I'm getting fortification from something. I just don't know what I'm getting it from, actually. Something is granting me fortification. I don't know what it is. Something is. Is Druid good this season? Yes, absolutely. Pulverized Druid is really good. The Boulder Druid is really good. And you can even use the Godslayer Crown for Druid to go like completely bonkers on pulling things together. Because usually Druid has a little bit of a problem with pulling enemies together. And it also doesn't need to pull enemies together, at least not in the pit. But for like the Helltide and for Infernal hordes and so on, you would like to pull enemies together. It's like really annoying if you can't. So you get to pull them like easier together now. I'm running this build in Torment 4, but I die a lot. How can I get resistance up, please? Paragon points. Sure. Or Paragon points and upgrading your gear. So if you haven't masterworked your gear yet, that's pretty much what you're aiming for, because if you masterwork your gear, that's good. I mean, you obviously need a full set of Ancestral, right? Preferable Masterwork. We're already at billions of damage, chat. Single-digit billions. And that without having a single glyph activated. Well, actually, that's not true. We have one glyph activated, right? Sorry for lying. We need the Juggernaut one. Okay, so the only one we still have is Spirit. Nothing else is worth to level up, so we're going to have our first glyph to 45 soon. Shield thing looks chill too. It is. It is. So we can now jump into Torment 4 if we wanted to, but I'm going to do Hall of the Penitent another time. And optimally, I would now get this shield also in Greater Affixed, but it's 177% shield already in non-Greater Affixed. I guess I'm fine somewhat. Trade chat never working. Can't say I have been in trade chat. Can't say I have been. Okay, Arbiter has 47 seconds duration. That's crazy. 1.1 billion chat. Easy Great Kid. Yeah, that was quick. There's a nice little boost. Hey, come on. I need the chest armor and greater affix. It can't be that hard to give me, right? And I need a Griswold's opus. That can also... Oh, God. Why you give me axe? I just want a Griswold opus. It's not that hard. What did you play before this? I played a Necromancer. And I'm not switching builds. I'm just a content creator. I'm making content. AKA, I play more than one build. Okay, this is the perfect roll, though, for the item. Right? It has everything. Godlike. That's pretty nifty. We got a glove with nothing. Strength. It doesn't have attack speed. We don't want it, chat. Right? Could do something with quocks for the time being.
The stars made manifest.
Could also temper this one here as there's one temper you can do for lucky hit to restore resource. Not the best, but it does the trick kinda. Do I not have the Arbiter cooldown reduction anymore? Dude. Okay, we are fully juiced up. There's a world boss coming. I don't know what's the worst that could happen when I jump into Torment 4, right? Right? Barthus, for 6 months already. How dare you, Barthus, to forget that Trime. Welcome back, brother. So good to see you there. No, Bartoza, you don't understand. The opus can drop from the Doom chest. So the Doom chest will drop weapons with Crucible skins on it. And that Crucible skin can easily be... like, it can be a sword and that can be Griswald's. So just for you to understand. So we'll just randomly poop them out. Thank you, by the way, for reminding me to do this. Let's use the time. Do you actually remember to do this, chat? I mean, usually I arrive at the end of the season and then I'm like, oh shit, I forget something. The stronger than Windstrike Pally. I have not played Windstrike Pally, sir. I can't tell you. So you can get Opus as a Doom version. Yes, you can get Opus as a Doom version. Someone has already posted it to me from the community. So I know it's possible. This is still taking so long. It's so annoying. See, Katie has it on her Pally too. Katie Moo OP. What do we have? We have another Hall of the Penitent and we get another Gaping Crevasse. So obviously I'm trying to get this as a greater affix, preferable with Jug Skills and Thorn, since this still has a greater affix. What you kind of want. Okay, what we need is the thingy that gives here this one. We need Sentinel. Sentinel would be fire. You get transmogs from salvaging crucible items. I think you can. See, I really want like infinite resource. Sadly, I'm missing the legendary rune for it. You know what? That lucky hit is helping somewhat. I'm surprised. What's the best way to get lair boss keys? I want the Glyph from Zur, but seem to farm Bloods. Bloods are very easy from Helltide. You just do the Lady of the Helltide on Torment 3, 4, and you get 20 blood. Yeah, I know it's crazy. You could also just over reputation and over reputation and over reputation, and that will give you all the come on, brain. That would give you bloody caches over and over again. So also a good thing to do. World bosses, so exciting. I'm using Blessed Shield Pally right now, but it feels funky. So Blessed Shield is good for leveling, but after you're done with leveling, after you're 60, I would swap to the Thorn Shield extremely quick. Because the Blessed Shield is really completely terrible. Blessed Shield of Retribution, yes. Blessed Shield of Judgment, no. Okay. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Judgment is not good anymore after the castle nerf. Okay, nothing even remotely interesting dropped from this. It's kind of sad. I made another Mantle of the Grey, but we have a Mantle of the Grey already. I should probably use like my little my little old me in
I forge more than horseshoes and nails.
1,000 Opticide. You know what? Let's spend them here on this item to get like the Juggernaut skills and the Thorn and Sistle up. That should work for some nice little damage boost. Okay. We're in Torment 4. Let me push to Pit 65 instantly, because Pit 65 is a good pit to do for leveling your glyphs. 245. So character is now 3 hours old, Chad, and we're doing Pit 65. By the way, in case you wonder, we're gonna be tomorrow, like not today, but tomorrow, Sunday. We'll push this character all the way, so no worries. This is merely the start of our journey. So today is the pre-work, tomorrow is the real pushing. We're going for triple digit billions or bust. $4 billion. Okay, we've already upgraded. 7 billion, 8 billion almost. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting there. Best way to level an alt, you just play the game. And it took me 2 hours to get this up, and I didn't even give it juice gear. So I could have given him my mythics to level him up faster, because mythics can be equipped from level 35 on, chat. So technically you want to get level 35, then slam every single mythic you have on your character, and that it would be the fun juice in. Our whip cash is still valid? Yes. As Windstrike Pally, people seem to be happy with it as well. I don't have a power ranking for you in comparison to what we're playing here. You just know that this is like extremely easy to scale, right? $12.7 billion. So double digit achieved, Chad. That's good. For 3 hours into the game, we like it. But now we need to work on that triple digit, right? My Necro couldn't get it done, so after 15 hours, he's only sitting at 70 billion damage, which is respectable for a Necro. Okay, Zuma Booma. Get chip. Chip is not what we're looking for. So spirit further up. So I'm just gonna level spirit to legendary now before I even get another glyph. To unlock tier 1, you need to do pit 10, and then you unlock tier 1. Okay, back to Torment 3. Then we're gonna jump into a gaping crevasse and probably get our ass kicked, but let's see. I'm not expecting greatness, but who knows? Okay, it has 40 seconds cooldown. It's up for 47 seconds. That means I can get the bonus infinitely. Okay, that butcher is now getting eaten. I guess we're fine. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, we're fine, dude. We just nuke-a-doodled him. Please give me what I'm looking for, which would be a sword called Griswald's Opus in Greater Affix. Robbery. So we did not get a single Griswold's Opus. I mean, seriously, not even a single one. We get a random Mantle of the Grey, which is bullshit. No attack speed rings, no attack speed ring, no attack speed, no stat amulet. So all sad. And then we do another Hall of the Penitent. We can't do a G4. I could maybe do it in tier 4, Lucius. But I'm not entirely certain. I mean, our equipment is still ramshackle, just thrown together, right? You can see we don't even have, like, all the thingies in. Nothing is greater affixed. This build easy to get going. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much just need the Ward of the White, and that's it. Then the Godslayer Crown and Mantle of the Grey help, but they're not mandatory to make it work. Why do you need the Ward of the White? It reduces the cost of your shield, so you can throw more shields. You stop playing Golem. Sir, I didn't stop playing Golem. I maxed it out. I made a video about it. And now I am making the next character. And I can't just keep playing the same character, sir. I'm a content creator. I make this thingy here called content. This is an Azure Wrath again. I'm being robbed. I'm literally being gunpoint to the face, robbery robbed. This is attack speed, crit damage, maximum life. That is very good. That would be my next maximum life, my next crit. I would take getting robbed for this, honestly. What leaderboards? Tower leaderboards. Zuvang, you go to the tower and pull up the leaderboards at the bottom here. If you go for Necromancer, you can find Mr. Ponyhoff at number 7. Oh, Ali, this is not meant mean. I'm just literally explaining how it works. And I make content. That means I can't just play the same build over and over and over and over again. I literally have to do new builds and have new fun, right? Because that's just how it works. As much as I enjoy playing my Necro, unless I now want to bang my head against the wall to squeeze out another 5% power. That is, by the way, rather boring to watch because it's just me banging my head against the wall. Personally, rather make fun new builds for you guys and show you some different progressions. Like this absolute bad boy here. Which bit do you reach with your Necro? I cleared a 105. However, I could probably, with the current equipment, 105, 1.8 to 1.9 is possible. And then I just need to find better stuff. Thing is that the better stuff I need to find is actually not that impossible to get. So I literally just have to get a better Grape Plume, get a pair of pants, and that's about it. The thing that's rather harsh to find would be a new amulet. Because at some point, the only damage gain meaningful you'll get is over a stat amulet, right? Then you're stuck. And you need to get a stat amulet. And that stinks, because who wants to have to get a stat amulet? You cannot temper active cooldown reduction. Well, you might have not dropped the recipe yet. Which is unlikely, because if you go through the reputation board, you usually get all the temper recipes. That's pit 70. $10.4 billion. I could probably go all the way up to pit 85 already with this build right now. Without like glyphs. Definitely need to find our glyphs from Helltide. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, that almost ate my poopy pants. I'm so sorry. Is it offensive or utility? It's resource. The The bottom right choice is golem cooldown reduction, and it only goes on rings and amulets, sir. Only rings and amulet. And again, resource. So you might have been looking in the wrong location. Okay, I killed too many things and left a few alive, so we're forced to backtrack. Thank you. Ideal to farm mass Opticide is the Helltides with for Roderick strong rooms. Okay, we need to currently get rid of the Neo Quox rune combo because it just triggers too often. Okay, Spirit, ladies and gentlemen, is now officially legendaried up, and we're still missing the others. So I don't have a single one that I want to level up. That's crazy. So I just keep leveling up Spirit now. Yay. Yes, Lolly, exactly. What do you use to trigger Godslayer? I'm triggered with Wild Bolt. It works. Oh, when we put the ring on, we forget to get the aspect going. Oops. Oops. Greater collection of chaos. Let's see what we're getting. Oh, Sentinel, ladies and gentlemen, finally. So this is actually huge because if we get the Sentinel like really quickly upgraded, so let me show you. Sentinel is a crazy one because Sentinel says now, where is it? Sentinel, there. So Sentinel gives me more damage to my Juggernaut skills, right? For every point of strength we have. And we have like a lot of strength here in this board that we can just like really easily take, right? So all this strength can be taken. So you can already do this. This is only 2% right now because it's very low level, right? Therefore, not so good. But as we now go into this, we can level up really quick. So what did we do? Like we did like 10 billion, right? Chad? So in between some 10 billions of damage. Let's see how much higher we can get now that we have my final glyph that we need for massive damage. Obviously, the damage is going to be higher when we finally get the Quox rune always activated too. You know what would be interesting? Resource cost reduction per killstreak tier for this build until you get like if we get like, you know, one item that says resource cost reduction per killstreak tier and then use that until we get the Ring of Starless Skies. How many Paragon points are assigned? 23? I have 8 not assigned. Can I help Griswolds? No, we're good. Draco, maybe tomorrow. Because today we're just still chill, if that makes sense to you. We're very relaxed. We're just having fun, right? We just pushed this character now in 3 hours to this point. I'm like good. I don't need to get Griswolds today. If I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, we'll do it tomorrow because tomorrow's the real push day. So today was just the fun day to get to this point, and tomorrow we're gonna be serious in the grind to get like all the upgrades to really push this character then to crazy levels. Okay. Never make more than one character per league. Well, I do make like for every class you get a character for me, usually per league. And yes, Paragons carry over because imagine having to grind the Paragon completely again on every character. It gets kind of tedious at some point. Global Paladin to 60. Link of the build is in the description of the video. I used the Blessed Shield of Judgment. So we pretty much went from a shield build into a shield build. So now that I leveled Sentinel up, do you see how much the percentage is going up? Right? The percentage went from 2% to 5% per point of strength, which is obviously nifty. And pretty nasty because we had like 85 strength points here. But that's not all because we can get even more strength points now. There's 85, but it has like more in the area. This must be able to hit trillions when maxed then. It should be able to get in that direction, yes. And relatively simple, which is the crazy part. Do you think you beat Elon this season? I mean, Elon is just going to pay an Asian player to get his account to crazy levels. So, you know, I don't have that money to pay an Asian. I need to play myself. I'm sorry. I know, disgusting. Gonna play your own video games, chat. Cannot just claim the success of others for yourself. Life would be so much easier, right? Who's a top 10 ranked Quake player in the world? I mean, gaming was easier back in the days, my friend. It's always funny how that is the argument of Elon actually being good at video games, where it was like, you know, as if being good in Quake makes you good at ARPGs. I mean, I was a very competent Hearthstone player. Didn't make me better at BR games. You know, actually had to like get good, surprisingly. Thing is, you don't even have to be good at ARPGs, which is the whole conundrum, right? You're like, being good at ARPGs is nothing special because it's really easy to be good at ARPGs. The only thing you need to have time to get the good items, right? Or the money to buy them. Like, I'm sorry, like ARPGs don't require much skill. Right? I mean, what I'm doing here does not require massive skill. It requires a certain amount of knowledge, yes, that you gotta put together. So you can do this. And then it just has grit and perseverance for the farm. Yeah, right. Well, that ARPGs have a high skill ceiling, right? Imbiber and Titans. Imbiber we don't need. Look at that. So if I want this, I would probably have to do. I'd have to do a pit 80. If I do a 79, wait, if I do a 79, I get +3, +3, and +3. If I do an 82, I think I could get it up. Can I do an 82 already? Do we think I can do an 82?
What's left, you ask?
Let's see how much damage I do. I technically feel like I shouldn't be able to do it, but maybe I am. Let's see, how much damage do we do for this one? Yeah, I can do it. So if I get this 82 done, then we get enough upgrades to instantly push this to 45. Because it's 33, then 36, then 39, 42, and then I should be able to jump it to 45, and we're good to go. So I'm pretty certain. Hopefully. Should test my time is only 180. But I have all the Paragon points and all the bonus armor nodes and everything. So my armor is up at 76% damage reduction. And I think my resistances are probably also sitting in that ballpark. Yeah, quite simple. Let's clear this out here. Wood. Crackling energy is much spam? Yes. Crackling energy is not a relaxed build. Sorg is generally not a relaxed build. I mean, right now I pretty much hold down 41 billion, chat. We did it. Damn. So almost triple digit billions, chat. Okay, so just to compare this, my Necromancer needed to have 5 glyphs activated, all glyphs to legendary, and like items already masterworked to get 41 billion. Now I have 2 glyphs activated, right? 3 glyphs not even there, so 3 glyph slots empty. And my items are not upgraded at all, so I don't have any masterworking done. And yet, we did do a 42 billion. So that's like... yeah. I feel like the new season. Oh, I'm enjoying it tremendously. The new season is pretty good. You can get super strong. So right now I'm going to take around 10 hours probably per character to completely max it out. I mean, obviously there's still some juicing you can get, but to make like a very good build that can do all the content more or less. 66 billion, let's go. It is not hard. And I like that. I mean, it's a short season and there's also Crimson Desert around the corner. So I'm really happy to be able to get strong quick. It's also the last season before the big changes, so I don't want to struggle, right? I want to have fun. I want to have stupid amounts of fun with very good builds. So being able to do that has me all the happy I'm looking for. Let's see the boss. Can you gamble bloodied uniques? Yes. With fresh meat. Okay, how hard is he going to be? Not hard at all. I just gotta like get my resource under check. Good. So let's see if my calculations were correct. And we get Resplendence. That's amazing. So my calculations were +3. +3. +3. Then we should be able to +3 again. Yep. And upgrade it. Fantastic. And now we also get the Resplendence. And Resplendence goes in the... which board had Resplendence? this board here. Now Resplendence has my aura skills reduce my cooldowns, which is really useful. What's your main this season? Necromancer. But with Necromancer, we're already done. We have pushed him as hard as we can. I'm not sure if we're going to do like a second build for him, if that's something I wish to do. Because honestly, pretty freaking strong already. So now I just want to have the... Still not a single one. Let's go back to claim some here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
This will do.
We got this. Let's see what we get out of it, okay? There's one Resplendent Spark, but there's also a bunch of items coming out. Nothing cool. This is sad. Oh, I want to gamble some pans again. Still looking for greater affix pans that give us exactly what we want. Oh, the Doom Shield. Me too. For this build, after hitting tier 1, just gamble obols and meat for shield. Yes. The shield is the most important part because 172% increased damage. Casting another skill makes your next 3 Blessed Shields double this bonus and costs 7 less face per cast. Very important. Okay, we don't need thorns. Thorns. Nothing. Wow. Literally nothing.
Better than starting from nothing.
The Juggernaut. Oh, the Oath. Do we have this by now?
How may I help?
Higher? Wow. We get this really at 62% chan. That's sad. There's so much bonus damage missing right now. It's kind of not nifty. Not nifty. I really like Necro, but its non-mobility kills the fun for you. I mean, you get used to it. Sir, you get used to it. Simply have to accept when you're playing Necro that your mobility is trash. And then that's fine. Then you're like, yep, that's what it is. I'm a Necro now. My mobility will be not blessed by the light. Once you get over that fact, right, you're like, okay, it is what it is. I'm trying to activate some hearts. Let me activate some hearts. The Necro since D2, yep. I mean, D3 Necro at least had some cool travel skills. We did, I think, what did we do? In 2025 or 24, in summer, we did 3 days where we played Necromancer. So we played D2 Necro, we played D3 Necro, and we played D4 Necro. And we compared like all 3. And the conclusion was that the D4 developers have no clue how to make a good Necro. It was the official conclusion. What can I say? I don't know shit. It was the official conclusion. So this has 115 strength activated now, chat. 115. Isn't that fantastic? She just died. Oh, I'm in Torment 3 still. Oh, because I swapped to Torment 3 for that. Well, I guess. There's the easiest kill streak ever. I mean, anyways, here, not really for any loot. I'm more here for the Forgotten Souls and the... Oh, he just died with one hit. I'm more here for the Forgotten Souls and the lair boss sigils, if I then get any. Okay, could you stop hitting me? I'm just trying to open this. Oh my goodness. Just trying to open that. Let's see what a lair boss is. Well, they give you all the cool loot. No lair bosses, no cool loot.
It is done.
One-handed weapons. I mean, that could technically give me Griswolds. Unlikely, but it's not impossible.
See some steel you need.
Okay, what do we have? We have another lair boss sigil for ancient. Yeah, the problem is I have like all the wrong lair boss sigils. Can Field of Judgment get my chest piece? That's a good question. We could try him out in Torment 4. Not sure how well it's going to go in Torment 4 for me. Random shield upgraded. Let's see if we can kill a Torment 4 bloody boss, okay? I feel like this is a bit greedy because I don't think we should be able to kill a Torment 4 bloody boss. Not with like how slow we're into the... So let's kill some things to juice our build up, because this is actually juicing us up to kill these. We're taking bats. Oh, same. Full thrust ahead. Now we could probably kill him with enough perseverance, but I just don't even want to. So if I bang my head hard enough against this, we could get him down, but that's not what we want to do, right? We don't want to bang our head against that. We want to do it quick and dirty.
We could use the respite.
But we could also, instead of doing that, we could just finish our pit 75s here really quick. And then upgrade our other glyphs. And maybe get the last two missing glyphs. And Kitty, tomorrow we can definitely do the grinding. So that's going to be interesting. Get this character absolutely cooking. What I definitely have to do is I have to list my 1/4 GA item that I found. I found a Pain Gorgeous Gauntlet, which is being used by quite some barbarian. And they're absolutely insane, so I have to list them on the market. See if anyone wants to buy them, so I can fix all my gold issues. That when I find Tributes of Radiance, I can just use them to make myself a stat amulet, right? Right now we're sitting at like 200 million money. That's not a lot. If I get that 4 GA items sold, which it should, 24 billion I've seen. But the highest was 42 billion so far, chat. Okay, we're missing one glyph. 2 glyphs actually. We're good. Our boss is best for XP. No, Infernal hordes with the Bloody Butcher are the best. So you need to do Bloodied Infernal hordes probably on Torment 3. That is the best XP you can get. Even now, I could just easily farm. I mean, obviously, if you can do Torment 4 Bloodied Infernal hordes and kill the Butcher, that would be the best XP. But I don't think like anyone but Paladin can actually do that. Yeah, probably only Paladin, because all the others just don't do trillions of damage. As the solder is useless, good idea to take out Smoldering Ashes from Season Blessing. Yes, I have taken that out, Daddy. Look here. I don't have the points put in for Slaughterhouse. You definitely don't want to get more keys. I assumed that you would want to get more keys, but at the start of the season. But then it turned out that it's completely, utterly useless, so yay. Poor mother. She get hat. Okay, so we got the Resplendence, we're Undaunted, Revenge, Law, Imbiber. Law is that. We are just missing the critical one. So Resplendence is cool because I can get some cooldowns, even though we don't really need Resplendence if we're honest with each other, right? So the cooldown is actually not even needed, apart from like Aegis probably, so we get that more often. It still is not really needed. Yeah. Okay, well chat, this was day 1. We will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow is actually in 9 hours from now. So 9 hours, we'll already be back with the next session. Let's say 10 hours from now, okay? So I can sleep an hour longer. 10 hours from now, we'll be back with the next session. Thank you very much for coming, watching, lurking, chatting, hanging out, and hopefully having a good time. Okay. You struggle with Golem Necker. Did you watch my updated video, sir, that we unleashed today? It has all the information on how to play Golem Necker, how to survive, how to go crazy. You can do it. I trust you. I'll be back tomorrow for more. Thank you for hanging out with me today. In the YouTube video that we'll put live, there is like the live stream. There's the build link for the Druid. Okay. And we put out the Necker video in case you missed it. Therefore, take care. See you all tomorrow.